man. It's a beautiful sight, man. Back with the Avengers, bro. Here to talk about a certain topic. I saw online and I thought, you know what? Let me ask the man them, bro. You know, the man them have loads of life experiences, maybe come across with friends with in a similar situation. Maybe they'll be able to share today. But we're here to, we got what, 5 questions I want to ask the man them. If you guys have any questions as well, we can chop it up. The first one is a dangerous one. But before we get going, bro, man them, I know we were just chopping it up. How's everyone today before we start? Before we get going, because it's
trying to do the fake Jimmy Kimmel thing, blood.
Yeah.
Green room and that.
Yeah. We weren't in here talking about what we're gonna do when we go live. We just
I won't participate in that masquerade, blood. Speak to them, man, blood.
For God's sake. Gav's a myriad. Obviously, Sav don't want to answer the question. Fair. What's everyone else saying? You guys good?
Hey, I'm excited.
Thank you.
What? Come on, we're all back together. This happens like once every 6 months now.
Yeah.
Like, testimonials. I was thinking about earlier. I say earlier, like an hour ago, when you asked me to come on, because it's nice to get the invite this time. It's all right. I said I supported Bradley in the last stream. I didn't get invited for a month of stream, so it's all right.
I think he did the petulant thing earlier, but you was talking. I just saw his message about Bradley and said, oh, "Yeah, I guess it's just enthusiasm." I'm like, nah.
No, because that claim, that support, that backing, that kept me out of streams for a month. So I'm like, okay. But I'm excited. Everyone got back together. It feels like I was thinking about it. It's like log fire. It's like the war's ended and we've all survived, and we're just sitting here, just battered and bruised, and we're just gonna reminisce on what just took place. So I like the scene that's been set. I'm making stuff up in my mind, but it's gonna be good.
All right, well.
Yo, don't be. I was in a weird place until Cav started talking. Cav, I can't have you do that, bro. You abandon the fight, and then you pull up like you part of the war team. You know what I'm saying? You know that man that survived, and then that one man come out of nowhere. Man just rolled out from underneath all the bodies. Just was hiding. One shot, bro.
I survived. Hey, my fault. You like wasted energy. We all survived it, man.
That makes sense. That's like the man that we were chefs in it, and then like, I'm in the army, blood. Yeah, but I hear it still, but
you make omelets
to the man
veteran thing, bro. Got the
blood, man, he gets invited to all the events and that, blood. Like, you make omelets for the man, them, blood.
I swear that's a Steven Seagal film, bro. When he's like a chef, bro.
Yeah, bro. Man ain't doing up Baghdad and that, blood. Man.
No, I'm putting another bioactive terrarium together. So I heard the vibrations from the phone in the group. I thought it was just the cameras going off. So I was just like, it. Or I was getting some package. Then I checked and I was like, bro, I'm letting the man them down. But I'm glad I'm here from the jump. Doing all right. Can't complain.
All right, man. That's first question, man. I know you guys. Yeah. I don't know if you might know any stepdads out there and that, or have ever been a stepdad.
I don't really like this question, to be fair. I'm being honest, because while I would never sign up for that job, there's no way to say it without dissing the man them that will. You know what I mean?
Hey, bro.
No, but I'm just saying it's almost like a weird way of taking one side or the other. You know what I mean? So that's why I don't really rate the question, because some people say, yo, it's an honorable thing to do. Oh, bro, you like bare hours into that game, bro. You just dipped, and I'm supposed to go pick that up and relish in the enjoyment.
Someone might save the game at the first checkpoint, blood.
And said first checkpoint, All right, save.
You know like that, bro.
But it depends on where you pick the game up, is all I'm saying. Like, I got a partner. His 8-year-old stepson is coming through, and today I was like, "Oh, right, your son's coming over." And it's like, "Yo, don't be calling him my son, bro." Well, I'm like, "That's your son, bro. You stepped in there. Good buddy's missing. You're up next, bro. Whether you want to log in or not, bro, the credentials already there, man. You might as well just pick it up, man. Run through with that character, bro." 8 years though, that's a lot of checkpoints still.
So the first question I want to ask then, would you guys do that? Is that something
Nah.
you would do? Say you obviously like the girl, boom, 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 got with her, love her, whatever, and then responsibility part is you're with her, but now you
Ends. So hold on. What do you mean love her before you found out she's got a kid?
no.
Yeah, yo. Oh, Cav. Yes, I'll marry you, but just so you know, Antoine's 13. What? Nah, like, yo, listen.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Ends just exposed himself. That's how quickly he falls.
Say, okay, I could have put it. Say she obviously, I don't know. Say she was just pregnant beforehand, yeah, but weren't showing nothing like that.
Pregnant beforehand.
Let me paint the picture. Let me paint the picture.
Go on.
You're a bit reckless. Because this is the way I've always seen it happen.
Pregnant before.
She's mad cool, right? You've known her for time. She didn't friend zone you, but y'all was just cool. It was just you was always tied up. She was going through some situations and whatnot, and you just always been there for a good guy. We all got the little light in us, you know what I'm saying? And it just so happened it's like just rubbing shoulders. Yo, this can actually work. Yo, I already know my man. I'm already cool with my man. Yeah, I'll come in there and help you out with him. You know what I'm saying? He definitely needs it because it's gonna be a point where the pressure is building because he's gonna reach a stage where he needs a man. All of us, I think, is that Madu man that can hold the fort down. And she's just been mad cool on the fringes. You always had your situation. It just so happened you're now back on the market. We seen the market these days. You're more comfortable to go to a familiar source than it is to go back into the game. Some man ran out the game real quick. I was counting, man didn't even last 3 months in the game. You know what I'm trying to say? So these females with the kid, you already know the kid. Cool with my man, maybe babysit him a couple times. So it's seamless to slide in there. Would I slide in there? Nah, hell no. I'd run away. It's quick. The friendship will actually be over the day she asks that question. I'll be like, yeah, nah, you disrespected me. I'm out of here.
I think it's admirable for someone to do that. I couldn't do it, but it doesn't mean I think it's wrong. I just couldn't. I just know what I'm like, bro.
Yeah, but in that situation, Savage, you probably know bare little youths running around their moms, they cool. It could just be one of them situations where it's like, oh yeah, let me just slide over. It's
no. The girls, if the thing is, if it depends how sweet the girl is with her nons are good, but like you might just, you know what I mean? You might just put her with it for a little piece and that, because that's what man them do normally, isn't it? Like they're not trying to be stepdads. Just hear that the girl that you met's got a kid. Okay, you telling me for? It's not my business, bro. Like, because I ain't planning to be your boyfriend at the beginning, am I? So. And then further down the line, when they start talking about the things, I'm like, nah, this comes part of the package now. So now, instead of just thinking of if I can trust you and all these things about you, I'm like, no, you've got a whole kid, and it depends, is that kid's dad dead? If his dad's dead, I'll do it, bro.
Incarcerated.
So what's
No. That kid's
you're gonna
gonna
do it right. What level are we talking about? Like what part of the game are you looking to take over?
Ends.
I don't want him.
You just said you would if the father is not
ends.
like, what
I
age
used to date this chick. I used to date this chick in high school, and she messed around with a couple guys, but none of them really scored. You know what I'm trying to say? So I was the first guy to score. I didn't know I was the first guy to score. The scene looked crazy, but when I left and went into the army, and I came back in the 350Z, he had a 4 or 5 month old kid. And I'm in my army uniform, 350Z's outside. And she was like, oh, right, yo, so good to see you. Hey, can you hold the baby real quick? I'm just going to run downstairs and grab the mail. And I got like a 4-month-old kid right here. And, bro, it's something I used to chop like a couple months ago, bro. Like maybe like a year ago, because I think I went Iraq and came back. There's a 4-month-old kid in my hand. It's part of the package now. I'm linking her like, yeah, I'm in the uniform. She's going to see the Z outside. I'm going to tear this up.
Part of the package. You just said she's going to get mail blood and hold the kid.
What I'm saying though, Savage, is when I came back to New York in the car, I'm doing my rounds chopping all the high school things. But when I went to her crib, she didn't tell me about no kid. So when I got in, she was just like, yo, hold up, baby, I'm running downstairs. You know those little 3 flats or whatever you might call them. She's running out to get the mail. She gave me the baby, bro. And I'm just standing like, yo, you didn't mention no baby. Like, I'm just here for choppings. So as I'm sitting there for like, bro, it felt like an hour. It's probably like 5 minutes at best. She went and got the mail. Bro, I saw my whole life with this kid, bro. On some Twilight thing, bro. Some imprint thing. I was just like, yo, no, I can't be light-skinned baby in that. No, I'm too black for this, bro. I'm out of here. Dude, as soon as she came back up, I dashed the baby. I've never seen that chick again, bro. Not like dashed the baby, but gave it to her. I was out of there, bro. I went there for choppings, bro. Got the gold pack in the packet and everything, bro. Can't mention no baby, bro. So that's what I'm saying. It's like part of the package, bro. What if I, chop? The chop is one of them crazy chops. Bro, I'm like 20 at the time. You know, a crazy chop at 20 can lock you down, bro. That's all I'm saying. And you know what I'm saying? 20, you get a mad chop, bro.
I don't know
at 20.
Trying to get the man to cooperate in that, bro. We don't know.
Nah, there's some chops. You get them right chop. That's why you see them 30-year-old chick with them 20-year-old dude. They get that mad chop, that guap 3000, bro. Weak in the knees, bro. Man's just at the crib now, bro.
I just think single mom should be with single dad, but that's my new thing. But
so you think they should both bring a kid into it?
Yeah, fuck it, bro. Everyone running. Nah, I'm just saying, man. Like, it's easier, isn't it? Like, they both know what's going on. I can't. There's too much variables, isn't it? Like, because you could have the grown-up parent of like, so your stepdad to this kid. Technically, his dad's in his life, but the dad's is a G in it, and still looks after his kid and all that. You know what I mean? He ain't trying to get into your life too much and all that. That's fine if you can take that. It's fine. I just don't want to look after someone else's kid. And that's not even like on a horrible one, but I've met girls in the past with kids and that, bro. And I'm not ignoring the kid, but usually you link the girl around the kid, innit? Like, I don't mean around the kid, I mean like around that. So, what's your kid doing? He's gone to his dad, alright, safe. Yeah, I'm not. Oh, yeah. Oh, he's in bed. Alright, put a little fucker in, watch CBB so we can go in the other room and that. But I'm not really trying to see the youth and that, so he's never really got that far down the line. But I guess for a lot of men, he's got some people can meet a girl that they really like, but I don't know why you allowed yourself to get into that predicament in the first place where you can like her that much, knowing she's got a kid, unless you really want to take on the kid. And if you do, hey, fair play to you, man. I guess people need role models and that, bruv, and it is what it is. I'm just not on it.
You see, the problem for me would be how old the kid is, because I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I put the telly on and like Scooby Doo would be on, and I find myself just watching it for like an hour or so. So, I'll go there for one reason. I'll just find myself on the couch just watching bear cartoons and stuff. I'm all right here, I'm living here. No, in all seriousness, I couldn't do it. It's probably. It's a good thing those that can. I just haven't got it in me. I mean, you like picking up a save game ends. I'm the extreme. I'll restart any game if I mix a collectible or something.
Oh wait. Can we ask how resetting the game?
Man said he's gonna open a kid up so we can start again.
Oh yeah, I didn't mean it that way. I guess
I'm with you, Cav.
I can't pick up a game if I've not played a game for a while. I'll have to restart it. I can't pick up where I left off. If I miss a collectible and I go on the menu and it's like, oh, you got 2 out of 3, I have to restart it. So when it comes to things like real life, I carry the same attitude into it. I can't. I have to. It has to be. I started it. I finished it. It's my thing. It's my project.
So that means you have to go in there at the first
first checkpoint, bro.
Yeah, fresh out the hospital, you met her. Oh, you need some assistance there.
Yeah, bro. That's what I'm saying. Big up the man that can do it, bro. Because obviously it's well needed in that, innit? And I know geezer.
You know what?
I know people who've taken on a baby in that,
pick
bro.
Up chicks in that, bro. I'm gonna go to the hospital and see.
Yeah, I've seen man
dads in that.
I've seen man who have taken on babies and the dad's out of the kid's life completely. And he just raped the kids. Like, I know it.
Wait, didn't the NBA guy did that? Man paid up 18 years of child support because he has nothing to do with that. Yeah. I'll go take care of that kid. You know what I'm saying?
It is admirable those that are able to do it. Yeah. It is, because I don't think I've got.
And you'll meet some of the nicest people in it, and they'll talk about their parents, and then you always hear them go, well, yeah, it's my stepdad, but I call him a real dad because he brought me up and blah blah blah. And they always got like good stories, and the person's brought them up well and that. And it depends how like decent the woman is as well. Because if she's one of them moms where when there's an argument, it's not your kid all of a sudden. I'm not doing all of that. I'm not. You know what I mean? And then you can't discipline the kid, and you can't say anything to him, and I got to still call myself uncle around him and that just so. No, Harry's coming around today. I'm not trying to do all of that with this man. And also, what men never talk about is, I'll be honest, bruv, I'm a little bit jealous. I don't, bruv, because I don't want to look at that little fucker knowing all the time, like, some more, like, okay, man, them, we know, innit, like, women, they chop up, if you meet a woman at a certain point in life, she's had sex already, innit?
No.
You don't want to be reminded of that. You get me?
you talking about?
I'm saying
Exactly.
you never
Yeah,
fought, you know.
yeah, well, this
narrated.
one. That's exactly what it should be. That's what it is in my head. Fresh nonsense. Fresh nonsense. I'm not,
Yeah,
I'm
but
not
you know
going
what you
up
did
this
there,
motherfucker.
Savage. You know what you did there? You restarted that game.
You have to, bruv.
With the kid there, that checkpoint is always there.
And I said this. And remember, I came to you with the theory not long ago, and I told you, bro. I'm 100% sure it's innate in us men now that we're not wired to do it, bro. So that's why I rate the men who can. Because I told you, I looked at the Animal Kingdom yet, and you see how lions just get rid of the ute in it. Like if they go into a new pride, just get rid of the ute. I swear to you, not now. Obviously, I got a girl. I'm good, bro. I couldn't. You see, a girl on social media and that. I swear, it doesn't matter how fire she is. Once I see that she's pregnant, blood, they'll eat blood. Block her, bro. I don't like it. I don't like it, bro.
Sav, what if they say, right, because you know the other side of the conversation is like, you man are insecure, that you can't do it. Well, there's other men out there. That's normally the go-to, right? When you're hearing these podcast conversations, they always go, yeah, you're just insecure. That's why you don't want to do it. What's you man's thought on that then?
Fine, if she thinks so.
Yeah, the insecurity thing ends. I mean, obviously, you know the game. The game is played mentally. It's not physical, right? So if me and Savage and Cav said, yo, nah, we're good, and they say we're insecure, that's the chase. That's pulling at our pride and our ego to see if we got that in us to be like, nah, I'll prove to you. Nah, we don't. I think Sav and Cav and myself, bro, I think we're comfortable enough to go. I don't have to prove my insecurity levels by picking up you and this freaking headache, because that's a headache, bro. Let me tell you why it's a headache. You can be the baddest roadman, but you're trying to set this image to impress the lady, because trust me, you will always be judged by how you dealt with that kid, right? Male or female kid. So you're almost shouldering who you are just to be that role model, and you can still miss. Look at the pastor's daughter. You can still miss. It doesn't matter who you are, because I have two brethren. I have one brethren and one stepbrother, right? His dad is a real bad man, gallus roadman, and he just grew up to be soft because his stepdad is soft. His stepdad doesn't even wear the pants in the house. His mom's got like 3 jobs, and this dude is just like some janitor. You know what I'm trying to say? So then he just emulates his stepdad because that's the man he sees all the time.
Janitors are valuable people in society still.
No. I'm not like disrespecting him in that regards. I'm just saying, as for like provider, protector, stepdad ain't really on that, bro. Like, man ain't really manly enough to take care of some of the chores at the crib. He's hiring other men. Well, the wife is hiring other men to come there and do things, and he's just there like a contractor, just observing and that. And then my dad, just a man's man, wasn't even allowed to raise his stepson because the moms are just like, nah, you're being too rough. Nah, this is not the military. Right. So now my stepbrother, bro, man can't even hold a screwdriver properly. Man's looking all feminine in that, just playing wrestling at like 22 in that. You know what I'm saying? Looking at me like, how did I end up this way, bro? Because I listened to my dad, bro. I mean, it might have been rough waking up at 4 a.m. on a Saturday, but it was for a purpose, doing push-ups and squats, and you know what I'm trying to say? Your mom had you inside playing freaking WrestleMania till you're 22, bro. Like, that's the difference between me and you, fam. So that's the challenge that I don't want to take on, bro, because I just don't know how the end result is gonna be. Some women, bro, they'll almost let you play the villain just so they can get the pampering up the kid thing. You know what I mean? Like, oh yeah, you can rough them up. Soon as you do, they're like, nah, don't rough them too much, and they run in and try to get the little mom's love in that, bro. Like, I'm not here for that, bro. I'm not. My story can't be reduced to what some female thinks of me and my principles, bro. And I feel like when you're a stepdad, you're kind of in there.
I'll adopt a kid before I take on someone's stepkid as a stepkid child, bro.
Yeah, I'm not even doing that still because the genes and the DNAs is just what they are, fam.
I think I think it's quite a good thing that you're able to say that you can't do it.
Yeah,
I mean, the worst scenario is lying to yourself and thinking that you can, because
run up in there faking the funk with some vagina in there.
Yeah,
bro. Nah,
because the important thing, if you take the selfish aspect away from it, is the child needs a parent for guidance. Well, you can have wrong guidance, and wrong guidance will probably come about from somebody that thinks they can do it, thinks they care, but actually they don't.
I'll tell you, man, something personal.
Very quick.
I'll tell you, man, something personal that not a lot of people with this question addresses. So I had bare stepmoms, and I don't know if I had a stepdad. Yeah, I didn't even consider my man a stepdad. But anyway, I had bare stepmoms, right? So there was one particular one, bro. Like I really bonded with this lady, bro. Like I'm like, yo, nah, this lady doing things my own mom ain't doing. So like I really got attached to it. That just dumped her to the wayside like some little deadbeat, bro. But as a kid, they didn't come and be like, yo, and sit me down and explain to me like the whole thing. So kids tend to get attached to people. Mm-hmm. And when people break up, not a lot of people think about the attachment the kid has. So when you're going into a chick's life and this chick is unstable and you and the kid is close as hell, you and the kid really vibing, you and the kid can actually have a better relationship than the mom.
True.
Because the mom can be the problem. You see what I'm trying to say? So when the mom cuts you off and cut you out of the kid life, bro, you mess up that little kid, bro. It's hard for him to get attached to another man because he's looking at you like, yo, nah, you're him. Now he's looking at his mom like, yo, mom's really a dickhead because mom just messed up the greatest thing in my life. Like the kid really has to come first. And it's very rare both mom and dad is on that same page, bro.
That's why I said it matters more. That's why I said it matters more if that kid has a parent, like a dad in his life already, and then you're with the mom, because it's a big difference on it. Because if he's got a good dad already, that thing what you're talking about is less so. Because he's already got a male role model. Whereas if this is the only male role model, and to be fair, I get why adults do it in it because they are being selfish. That's the whole point of them being in a relationship. And then it's like, yeah, this could be a bad guy for the woman. And she's not thinking about the kid because she's like, I want to get rid of this and I want to get rid of this guy from this relationship. So, it's a mad one, man. I always felt like that, man. I feel like when there's a dad out of the picture, and you become a stepdad to a child, I'm always thinking like eventually, surely you'd have to adopt this kid in it, like while you're in the relationship, bro. So you've got so what Zibiri just said don't happen. Because otherwise, she's just always going to have the power of like, yeah, it's over now, or get out and you can never speak to my child again.
Nah, Savage, you know, some chick, they that's the new play, where they bring you in because that ain't really on it, right? And they bring you in and sell you the facade of taking up my man. And when you take up my man, they dump you and the kid, bro. They're like, yeah, you adopted him now. He's your responsibility. And go do up streets, bro. Yeah, bro.
That's fine.
That's the new lick.
That's fine though. If you adopted him, he's your kid now.
Yeah.
Bro, that man on child support, bro, for some.
That's fine, bro.
If the mom died as well, it's still
exactly. Like all of us could just adopt a kid, and then our missus just died, or something bad happened. That's my kid now, isn't it? I chose to. I'll just have the kid just because the mom's there as well. Like that, you have to think about all those things, and that's the problem. People don't think long term anymore, innit? They get excited.
You think? You know, like those two scenarios though, where the mum passes away or the mum just doesn't want to know and hands off the kid. Both the common thing with those two things is the kid now needs you.
Yeah.
Do you think that plays a part in you kind of feeling like you can do it then? That kind of acceptance? Because I think one of the biggest struggle is trying to step in where really there's probably no place for you because we're assuming that, you know, the mum's doing a good job and that's all okay. You're the extra. Like, yeah, you want to be a part of her life, but you probably didn't account for the kid. But now you're just new to this. You know, you're not necessarily needed. You're not necessarily wanted, but you're gonna have to accept the situation, and that's probably where the insecurity comes from, that difficulty, because you got to worm your way in. You got to then suddenly earn the respect. You got to earn the respect, and you got to showcase yourself, and you've basically got to resell yourself to another person. Like when you've already been accepted by the woman you want to be with. So, and trying to impress a kid while still impressing the mom is probably another thing as well. I mean, if you do it right, you know, probably kudos to you. You get extra points, but it could be done wrong as well.
It's the other way around, isn't it, Kev? For women, it seems to be easier for them to step in. Not step in, but to like get with a man who's got a child already and be okay with it. And it never seems weird, and it's like, because the first thing they always do is, I'm not trying to be your mom. Like, I'm just, I'm with your dad and blah, blah, blah. I mean, they're saying all of this. That's what my missus is, isn't it? Like, my missus is my son's mom. But we've been together like nearly 13 years. So she's been, my son's 16. She's been there the whole time, innit? But she don't try and do
never an experience expectation though from the woman's side, is there? I never seen like scenarios where there's an expectation, like the son expects.
Yeah, and the dad doesn't normally put it on the woman. So I just told my missus, like, I've got a son. Obviously, but you have to worry about that. That's my business, really. And then if we get any further on, then he's going to be around us and all that stuff. But I don't need you to be his mom.
So
Yeah,
why
I
is
mean-
it the other way around then? Why do you think the other way around is just
Nah,
completely
because
different then?
I think it's because I don't want to say we take this on, but we're often the protector and the provider, right? So when a female, like I met this chick and she said, "Yo, I'm looking for a second dad for my daughter." It's the first time I heard this, and I was just like, "Wait, say that again."
What?
She was like, "Well, the dad is in Jamaica. He has no ambition to come here. I don't want to bring my daughter to Jamaica to live. You're here. You got things going on. I need a dad here that can help protect and guide my daughter." And I'm just like, yeah, but what my man's gonna be doing? Oh, he'll visit when he can, but he just doesn't want to live here. So they really sell this second father thing, and I'm just like, yeah, that's cool. I'm glad you're upfront about it, but yeah, no, I'm not really interested in that. Like, my first interest is between your legs, and then if you're cool, yeah, I'll revisit it, but I'm not trying to second that. I'm not even trying to be a first dad.
That sounds like you're renting a kid, bro.
Bro, you see what I'm saying? So it's the way they sell it at times ends. It's not even on us, but some females will literally present it in a manner like, yo, you know, I'm in a rough situation. You're in a great neighborhood. Yo, can we just come over there? Because where you're at is a better place for the kids. And they really sell the kids up front. Some of them really just tell you like, yo, I need the second dad, or I need you to, you know, guide my kid the way you're guiding your kids, or, you know, all the things that you know and preach. I think that can benefit my kid. They really sell that, bro.
Do you know, I just realized as well, yeah, I posted it on my story. You know, you can just put it on your story on WhatsApp. I'm like, how many people in my phone book are in that situation, and that probably triggered them because you can see the title of what the stream is. I was thinking, how many of them is going to be triggered by that?
It's definitely very common, isn't it? I know bare people with like stepdads and that, but I didn't know. I didn't know till I was an adult. Like, oh yeah, I've got another. I'm like, bro, I thought that was your dad. No, my other dad left when I was young. I was like, oh, okay.
Yo, in Jamaica, they have you call them like uncle, depending on your family. They'll be like, that's uncle or auntie, and I'm like, yo, I can't call you my uncle or my auntie. That makes no sense. I'll call you by your name, bro. And just always rock with that. But no, it's a very common thing, man. I don't like the subject because, like I said, I got a stepbrother, and bro, I mean, I'll call him like my stepbrother because that's what he is. I have never seen a bigger waist man. Like, he's the only man that grew up underneath my dad that just, bro, he makes my dad look bad, bro. Every man that comes to the camp, come out the camp a warrior, fam. Tearing up shit, just, you know what I mean? Can do anything, jack of all trades type of energy. And here comes this kid, been there since, I think it was like 2, maybe 1. Man can't even know a screwdriver. People are asking my dad, like, yo, where was he all this time? When we was coming through, my dad was like, yeah, he was just in his room and that, just chilling. Man, just come out to shower, then eat. That's it.
Nah, Samiri came online just to diss this guy, you know.
Nah, want him, bro. Nah, but bro, because like I said,
to the regular question, man, just dissing him and that, bro.
Nah, bro, because like I said, Savage, you always get these guys. They'll always be the outlier, bro, or the family. You see him, yo, who's that kid? You got to tell people straight up, yo, that's my stepbrother. He ain't really, you know what I'm saying, of the DNA. Because, bro, they just stand out, bro. They always stand out. I hate them, bro. I hate seeing them, man. They just stand out like a sore thumb, bro. This ain't like the movies where the stepbrother is really the one acting like a king. Nah, bro. In real life, bro, they be standing out, bro. Just waste, man, bro. Just taking up space, bro.
Wow. I've got another perspective on it. I mean, you guys correct me if I'm wrong, but I think all 4 of us are probably the same in the sense that we're happy doing what we do and we're happy with our lives. So if we're thinking of meeting somebody short term, they're at arm's reach, right?
Yeah.
If we're thinking long term, we're thinking, okay, we've got to merge our lives here, but that's a compromise that we're going to weigh up over this period of time. But if they come with a child already, you're stepping into their life. There's no merging as such. It's not your,
that's very true.
You know, it's not 50-50. They're not taking on board what your lifestyle is and what you like to do as much as you're going to have to do with them. So that's the uncomfortable thing to me.
That's a massive part. You're right. You are right.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to change my whole.
You know what that is, because the kid normally lives with the mom, innit? That's probably where when it ends. That's what's the difference. The kid normally lives with the mom. That's a massive difference. Like, so when
you can't get her to come to your crib, bro. You can't get her to come to her.
Why is that the thing as well? Like, I've always thought about that. I know there's obviously logical reasons on why, but why is it always the woman with the kid?
No, because, yo, think about it this way, right? if the woman like Shorty, where's she at? She works in the office. She got like 3 daughters. Yeah, mid-40s. Body looks great. So I'm like, I don't know the story. So I'm like, yo, what's your story? Because you ain't got no ring. You know what I'm saying? I'm running all these explicit jokes and that, and she's just with it. So I'm like, yo, what's the deal? She's like, yeah, no, I got 3 daughters, trying to get my shit back together, blah, 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 blah. The minute she said 3 daughters, fam, I went right back to good morning and good afternoon, bro. Because there's no way I'm getting her to move 3 daughters out of school, separate them from their friends to bring her here, right? There is no way on God's green earth I'm giving up all of this, all my vivarium, everything I'm about, just to go be a part of her and her 3 daughters' life. Even if it was 1 daughter, I'm still not doing that, bro, because I have too much respect for her. Not a feminist. I just have respect for her and her daughter's life and friendship. You be a psycho to go over their ends. You're throwing away everything you've built up to this point to just go be on the bench, because that's what you're going to be doing. You're going to be on the bench over there, getting subbed in when the daughter needs you or the mom needs you. And if they don't need you, you're just on the bench, trying to make whatever furniture they got going on work for you. Over there trying to take down a door. The daughter's like, nah, put that back. Daddy put that up.
What kind of minutes though we getting off the bench? Are we talking about Chiesa or are we talking about Elliot?
Origi minutes, fam. That's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm thinking, man, from this conversation? I'm starting to realize, man, adults are childish, isn't it?
Very.
I'm thinking of this whole argument, and I'm thinking of like all these different scenarios, and like it's just mad childish, bro. Like that taking on someone else's kid, even if you come to the package with the mum and all that business. Of course, she's the nurturer. She's got the kid. She ain't getting rid of the kid for you, innit? So you have to take that. That's just like getting married, bro. It's a bit.
Nah, but Savage. It's childish in the sense of you have things right now that you will not trade, like currently in your life. Things, animals, whatever you want to put them to, right? For the life to merge on Cav's point, if she's living with the kids, you're ripping up her kid out of whatever friendship and attachment the kid already have and the mom already have to bring her into your domain. Chances of that happening is very slim.
I'll tell you what happened if your life's better than hers, though.
If your life is better than hers and you can give her a lot more.
Merge it real quick, bro.
Don't merge it
don't worry about my daughter's friends and that. Just make you one. I'll change it real quick, man.
But if you're dating up though, Savage, and she was like, yeah, you can come, but you gotta leave Pablo.
What do you mean, bro? I'm not. These conversations wouldn't happen anyway, bro.
No,
it's not getting to that conversation.
No, but I'm just saying. I'm not saying it will happen now. I'm just saying it's that part that it's like makes no sense. You see what I'm trying to say? Because you already have things that you're not gonna trade up for any relationship. But this specific one, because it has a kid, requires you to trade it up. And just like a chick saying, yeah, you can come over, but instead of doing football on Saturdays, you're gonna have to help me do taekwondo with whatever the daughter's name or the son name is. And you're like, wait, so he's not into football? She's like, nah, he likes rugby and taekwondo.
No. Always compromising relationships and that, but I'm not compromising my
But the level of compromise, it's to say it's childish, it's right, but bro, I'm dying on this hill, fam. I was here first. That's what I'm gonna say.
No, I don't think the merging's childish. I just think that everyone's childish anyway. Like I feel like loads of people don't have proper conversations. They don't go into anything with intent in it. With just on the fly feelings. I like this girl, and then then once you fall in love with her, what we said earlier, because you just kind of the kid. I'll see the kid every now and again when I drop her back off or when the dad drops him back off.
Before you justify it.
Exactly. Before you know, you're down the line. You're in deep with her and that, and then you're like, well, for me to go the next step with her, I have to get to know this kid. I have to be something towards this kid. You have to be his dad, but I have to be something because it's in her life, innit? And you're gonna have all these plans about holidays and that with her. Well, you have to take the kid, and then you get all these different things changed. And that's why I said like, it's jokes and that, but the men that do it, big them up still. Like that's what I mean. It's great. I just couldn't do it because I'm very honest, bro. Like like I said, the jealous thing. I don't want to look at the kid thinking of you all the time. The dad. I just don't want to do it, bro. And if I've not got a kid, it's fine. But if I haven't got a kid and she's got one, I think like just naturally with men, bro, like you like to be the first to load the situation, innit? Sometimes like you man really want to, and it'll happen because there's only so many places you go. But if there's like a big holiday and you really want to take your girl there and that, and she's like, oh, my last boyfriend took me there, I'm not taking you there, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it, and I don't care how childish it sounds either, bro. Like, I'm not doing it. Like, I'm not trying to go Empire State Building and that. And she's like, "Oh yeah, I remember when I was here before." And you give her that look, like, with who? Like, and if she doesn't say the girl's name and she just says my friend, I already know, and I'm sulking for the rest of the holiday, bro.
Yeah.
I'll just be honest, bro.
I'm exactly the same. I'm exactly the same. And I'll be honest, I wish I was different, because that's just more trouble than what it's worth. That's all up in your head.
You can't help it, bro.
I can't change that about myself.
Exactly.
And I've come across that situation a few times, and it's just, you just want it to be new. You want it to be fresh. You want it to be the first. And also, like, if you're experiencing something and you're feeling something and you're all excited and whatnot, you kind of want the person you're sharing it with to be the same.
Bro.
Can you imagine how wounded it'll be if they're just like, "Oh yeah, I've been here, done it already." Oh, okay. You just took all the excitement away.
Maybe you don't even match the same level of that trip beforehand as well.
Yeah.
And
even in any respect, let's say me and you, right, we go to the Bernabeu and you've never been before, and I'm walking up the steps going, "Oh, I remember last time, I came here, this and this is round the corner, this is that." You'd be like, "Shut up, man. Shut up." Like,
let me experience it myself. Do you know what I mean? Let me turn the corner and be amazed.
Yeah, I'm with you, man, bro.
Live in the moment.
Said, turn the corner and be amazed.
It's a fact, though, man. Nobody wants to do that, bro. Like, it's just part of it's part of the excitement of having your woman and that, bro, and loving her and showing new things and that. So I don't want. Oh yeah, she's already done it before, and with a baby, a kid, it's like the ultimate thing that she's already done before. This ain't a holiday. This is the ultimate thing, bro.
Yeah.
It don't matter what this Don does for the rest of his life. He got there first, bro. Like, oh yeah, she's gonna start saying, "Nah, because on my last pregnancy." Oh, okay. On the last birthing. Oh, okay. I'm not trying to see that, bro. Then you have to know that she went to a birthing class with the other guy and he rubbed her stomach and now I gotta be there like a dickhead. I'm not doing it, bro. And that's what I'm saying. Like,
do the second-hand rubbing that.
Bro, this is what I'm saying, and I know it sounds childish, but that's why I think everyone should just be honest, bro. I promise it will help out so many people. Tell the girl early. Then let her know, like, you're not in the wrong for living your life before you met me. I just don't, like, I can't deal with it. It's what it is. Or make up some excuse in that, bro. Because on a petty level, little things I can deal with, and I'll just whatever say, bro. I don't even want to know about what, bro. I swear to God, bro. I swear. I don't even want to hear, like, I watched this movie before with my friend. I'm just like, why?
Yeah, turn the movie on. Delete
not
the movie.
This movie. You're not Marvel. Not the Marvel films, is it?
No, because there's no greater thing than when you meet somebody new. I mean, you're in long-term relationships, so maybe not. But when you meet someone new and you're like, "Oh, you not watched the Marvel films?" No, not watched any of them.
Bro.
Okay, bro, settle in, because this weekend we're gonna have some fun.
See what I'm saying,
You're just
bro?
there like this.
See what I'm saying, bro? My missus took me on the Anfield Stadium tour, and obviously I'd been there and that, but she knew that. And then she didn't care before she got there. She was like, "Oh, I want to take you." But when she got there, she was all amazed in that with the history of the club and all this stuff. And I was like, "Oh, this is cold seeing her face light up and that." Imagine if she was like looking at the Gerrard Museum part, and then she's like, "I feel like I've been here before." Like, oh, is this L14? Like the postcode? Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You already know who Shankly is. And
Yeah,
like, wait, how do you know this dead you? Nah, it's crazy.
Yeah, man, this is what I'm saying, bro, because you know where that comes from. So I'm not.
Can I ask a question as well? And I want to move on to the next question there. I saw this on a podcast and I was just like, "Raw, would this trigger me?" You're driving, I don't know, you're just on a road trip with the missus, right? Just road trip. And then she goes, you go past, maybe it's a nice hotel or whatever. She goes, "Oh yeah, I've been there before."
No.
What's your first thought process in your head? What goes through your head?
Hotel.
Just you're going on a road trip.
In England.
You know, to be fair, right?
For me, if it's an ETAP, I'm opening the passenger door and kicking her out.
Yeah. You know,
You're on the road trip, and then
I
you're
don't
just driving
think-
past some nice scenery, forest, and then she goes, "Oh yeah," and then you look, it's like a little spa hotel.
No.
She goes, "Yeah, I've been there before. I swear I've been there before."
There's one thing I know about women. They'll say their friend's name even when you don't know them. You could never have met this girl and they'll be like, "Oh yeah, me and Sally went blah blah blah." I'm like, "Who the fuck is Sally?" Or me and blah blah works. As soon as a girl just says me and my friend, I'm like, nah. I know what's happened here, blood. You're trying to be nice and that, but really, you want me off. You're probably best off lying.
Honestly, yeah, you are best off just saying never heard of it, never seen that place before. Oh, that looks nice. Go there.
But you know, like people can't help themselves. They've been to somewhere and you like they're like, oh yeah, it just comes out naturally, doesn't it? So, what would you guys your first reaction be then, if that was the scenario?
Just trying to contain my emotions, to be honest with you. I'm an emotional guy. I'm not gonna lie. I'd have two hands on the wheel and I'd just be concentrating on the road ahead.
Oh yeah, I don't know. Blood.
I'm trying to think
about it.
I'm trying to think of something other than in a hotel because I've slept in so many hotels from TV. It wouldn't even bother me because I would just think I was the one that took her there. Like I've slept in a lot of different hotels.
But that's to do with her, not you, though. So
No, but that's what I'm saying. So like, if I'm with a chick, if like, let's say I've just met her,
right,
and she hit me with the hotel thing, I probably wouldn't care. It's part of the game, if that makes sense. Like, because
if it's a breakers, yeah, but we got hotels for them. We know what hotels we send them to. Premier Inn and that, yeah.
Nah, bro, I'm a bit of a, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'll go all out to close the deal.
Misses. We're talking about it's the misses now.
The misses, no, but that's
we're
what I'm
driving.
saying.
We're on a road
bring
trip.
her to so many hotels, bro.
Yeah, but you remember, you're on a road trip and you're driving like, oh, we're going here, but this is the first time, and we're like, oh, beautiful scenery, you know, forest on one side, blah blah blah. And you drive past a nice little lodge, little spa thing. You're like,
oh, you know, this actually happened. You know, this thing flying from, I don't know, it's England, but I don't know where in England she's from. I took her to Atlantic City. I think it's like the Golden Nugget or something. It's like a casino or whatnot. And she came in the room and she was like, oh, you got is it like the beachfront view or the beach view? She was like, you got the beachfront view too? Oh, I love this view. Bro, I just remember thinking.
I love this,
bro, because she said you got it too, as if somebody else had gotten it as well. So it's almost as if I'm thinking like, yo, when I'm running this game, I'm running at the highest level, but someone else ran it at that high level, bro. She was like, oh, you got the whatever the view is, the view of the ocean, bro. She was like, you got that too? Oh, I love this view. And I'm like, what do you mean you love? Bro, we're just now seeing it, bro. What do you mean? Bro, it was like way too many information, bro. I ended up not chopping, bro. Like I took her down to dinner, and then I texted it was like a 4 day. I took 4 days off from TV, and I just remember texting the chick that coordinates the schedule, and I'm like, yo, I'm canceling the booking right now. Can you get me a flight out in the morning, bro? Within 5 minutes, she sent me like the itinerary, and I just popped it up at dinner. I was like, yo, they need me. It's an emergency. You can stay, but I'm out. I just left her there, bro. Immediately.
I'll never be okay with it, bro. Maybe when I'm
because it didn't like trigger me. It's just I couldn't engage to find out the details that was missing, if that makes sense. It wasn't like a coward or insecure or nothing. It's just I wasn't interested in the answers. Like I don't want to know who took you, if you looked it up with your girlfriends. I don't want to know what made you make that comment. That's not the reaction I wanted when we walked in the room.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, the reaction I needed should be like, oh my God, you know what I'm saying? On all fours, something crazy. Don't say specifically what I got. I don't care if you looked it up all night.
Crazy.
because I've actually met some females that do that. I send them like the place we're going. I don't tell them what I'm
want to start crawling.
No, they'll look at all the options online. So they'll see like the penthouse. They'll see the penthouse so that way they can gauge the level of freakiness because they already know all the packages in there. So if you pull up and you got them like the double queen, they already know in their head there's 3 higher levels than this. So they'll basically like, oh, so he ain't got the money for them 2 package. When I bust out the big package and you're familiar with it, I don't care if you looked it up the night before. That's not the reaction I needed. I needed you to be dazed and you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I didn't like the energy, bro. I'm out of there. Bro, I remember I pulled up with some white flowers for Valentine's because I didn't want to do the traditional red thing. And she took it and went.
I'll put the picture.
Went white.
She's just curling around the room.
That's all I can think about.
bro. Like I said, the reaction is everything, bro. I gave Shorty some white flowers, bro. She went white, bro. I snatched the flowers back. What do you mean white?
I can see the big window. She's screwing.
Nah, it was, bro. Yeah, it's one of the mad, bro. Ends the maddest package they had over there, boy.
We were just looking outside. Right?
Why you
Yo, you know, it's crazy, yeah. You know, it's crazy. When I went into the car, the song I played on the drive back, it was like a 3-hour drive back to the crib, bro. I had to drop my car off. I didn't want to leave it at that airport, bro. I had like Stan from Eminem to repeat. There's one call, I'm wondering why, bro. The whole way back, bro. I was raining. Bro. I got to the Brooklyn Bridge, bro. I'm like, I should drive off this bitch, bro.
Honestly, the imagination is crazy. Why did I felt like I was in the room. This bitch was crawling around for no reason.
Wait, I'd have been so confused.
She was that excited. She started crawling around.
Oh. Wait, I tell you what, that'd be a hilarious series if you was a girl, just to do random shit like that, but record it. Lead up to the whole thing. Get to the room. Just stop. Oh.
No, I wonder what the percentage of a woman that's done that. Surely not.
But you men are thinking they call. I don't know why you men think they call. Bro, you can look it up online. Like, I remember when I went to, what was it, ESPN First Take. They were shooting an episode in Vegas. Now, when I get to the hotel, I don't know the room I'm in, right? So I'll just go up, give her my name. It's already set up with the TV package. Bro, I swear, when I went to the room and I brought this chick up there, like, I remember using a bathroom, regular hotel bathroom, because it's right there at the door. And then, we've, fell asleep, whatever. When I woke up, all of a sudden it was like a jacuzzi. So I didn't know I was in like the penthouse. And she's actually been to the hotel before. And she was just like, yo, what kind of room is this? Like, we didn't realize where we were until we went back into the elevator. Oh, bro, you in a penthouse? I didn't even know they had penthouse up here.
Wait, you thought that was a regular room?
Yeah, because when I walk in, it just had the bathroom, the regular bathroom here. You go and it's like a living room, and then you go into like a bedroom, but then the bedroom had like a whole jacuzzi and a whole another setup on the other side. So it was like two.
Sorry, I see you distracted. You weren't actually, because when I walk into hotel rooms, usually I look around.
No, Cav, I swear, I went in, I used the bathroom. Yeah, I went to work and we passed out in that area. I didn't know there was more areas until we woke up. So, but the thing, it's almost like the same thing, but when it's a lesser level, I tend to let it slide. You know what I mean? Because she's never been on that level, so I felt like it was a flex. So it was calm. But if she hit me with and give me all the details of that level, I'm disgusted. I'm thinking, what kind of basketball player dumped in this, bro? I always go to basketball play.
That were NFL players in America, innit? All right, next question. What's the biggest what if in your mind?
Babyface.
What?
Is it the Ridley, but man just said babyface and dipped off, bro. This is the real life Riddler, blood. Man just said stuff, bro.
Said words. But yeah, what's the biggest what if in your mind?
Biggest what if?
Yeah. Biggest.
Are we talking from a personal level? Like we're talking about a road we've gone down and how things could have been.
Yeah.
One decision probably could have changed the course of our lives, or in general.
Like a decision, whether good or bad.
Yeah. I suppose it's quite
Babyface, man. What if I'm supposed to be? my house and you.
I always thought I was a good singer when I was younger. My mum used to tell me so as well. So maybe if I'd have tried to pursue a career as an artist, could have been good. You never know. What are you laughing for? That's you're not on this. Sing for you later. I'll prove you wrong.
Do you know what?
R&B Kevin. Nah, I see it. I see it.
What kind of singer would you think you've been, Kev?
I don't know, bro. I don't
If
know.
you had
If
to choose
I still to this day, I probably should ask her. I still to this day don't know if my mum was just trying to give me a bit of confidence or if I actually was decent at a young age. I don't know. But likewise, I kind of wish someone would have, a parent would have pushed me towards like football trials and things like that as well. Because I play with some people now, and I'm like, I play with guys that like were semi-pro and stuff, and didn't make it through injuries and stuff, and I'm like, I mix it with these guys, you know, and I know my drive and my motivation and stuff. If I'd have focused the efforts that I put into the things I do now into that, maybe, but. It is a what if. It's if buts and maybes in it all. It didn't happen, but yeah, I do sometimes think maybe if I had a bit of a guidance and a bit of a push in that direction, that maybe I could have done a bit more. Well, I could have achieved something in that, but I suppose everybody probably thinks the same, don't they? But the thing is, what's difficult is I play and I play with people, and you compare yourself to those around you, and you're just like, yeah.
What about you guys?
Mine would be college. When everyone was in high school applying to college, well, I didn't really know. I know my parents' financial situation, but I didn't really know what that life was like because I didn't grow up here. So I only came here for like 2 years in high school, and then people talking about college. My idea of college is what I saw on TV, American Pie and them things. So I didn't know like that's how you set yourself up for success here in America, at least. So I applied to one private college and got accepted. And when I went up to sign up, do the orientation, fill out all the forms, so like the classrooms and and all of that stuff, get the whatever they call that, syllabus or whatever. That college is actually like 45 minutes from where I'm at now, but 2 years into America, black kid from Jamaica, I've never seen so many white things before. And I'm not talking about the flat back white things, bro. Like, bro, I'm from Jamaica in the mountains. I have never seen that many diversity of females in my entire life, bro. I was like, yo, I looked at Pops and I was like, yo, I ain't gonna make it. Pops was like, yo, but just get your foot in the door. I'll pay the application fee. It's non-refundable. It's $50. Well, save your seat. You know what I'm saying? Save your spot. And I'm looking at him like, bro, we're about to go smoke a spliff on the drive back to New York. I'm not gonna make it, bro. They talking about you can get your own room, you can get a smoking room. Bro, with all them chicks, I'm not gonna make it. But when I joined the army, I put 100% into this because I'm like, yo, I have to make it here in the army. But that same mentality, I could have just applied it to college. You see what I'm saying? Because the army had just as much bad chicks, diverse chicks as well. But for some reason, it was easier for me to be more disciplined and apply myself in the military. But as I got older and I look back, I'm like, yo, I could have just been as disciplined in college. I just never did it. I just never taken that chance. So that's the biggest what if. Like, what if I would have become Zubiri, the architecture and builder, and me and my dad kicked off something mad. But outside of that, man, there's not really much to look back at and go, what if?
I think for me personally, I think either boxing or martial arts. I did it from young. And I was really good at it, to be fair. Like boxing, I was really good. I did obviously mixed martial arts and I did judo for a bit in school. And then I went on to didn't compete, but it was just like, I think you can compete in these things. Why don't you do it? It was like I was never interested in it because I was good at football. So I thought, I'll just do football. And even though there's
orange belt ends in that.
No, I was up to black, bro. I was up to black, and then I started doing judo from school as well. But I think it was just a school activity. You know, when you can do certain sports within school, and one of the sports you could choose was judo. And I thought, this must be interesting. Let's see. I like flipping people and whatever. So I thought, let me try it, and I was really good at it. And then boxing, did that from young, and then I started to really, really love it. when we had this. I can't remember the brother's name, but he's like an ex-pro boxer, really old one. He used to box for like the UK, and he came to one of our community centers and was just doing that. One of the activities was like boxing, and he was like, "Okay, let's get on the bags and the pads and whatever. Let's see what you guys can do." And we're just doing that. So everyone went on, and I went on it, started throwing a few punches and whatever. And he was like, "Yo, nah, you're formed in terms of your punches, the way you strike. Have you ever thought of doing this, like, and actually competing and stuff like that?" I said, "Nah, I'm not really interested in it like that, but I liked it, but never really had the drive or the push to kind of just continue to do it because football was always my first passion." So I would love to have known if I actually focus and really just went for it, what would that mean? Where would I have been in that particular sport, either boxing or martial arts? That's mine.
It's interesting. Sport, innit? Sport. We always a lot of people I think would probably want to pursue that for obvious reasons, but yeah. What's your stuff?
Probably around the same, man. I'm always thinking, what if I never like hit the roads because the roads
I'll ask you this question then, Sal. You're probably going to say this anyway, though. But
yeah.
I suppose it's like I don't look back when you ask the question. I don't look back and regret anything really, and everything we experience makes us who we are today. And I think we're all quite happy. So would that be your take on it, Sav? It's like
pretty
take
much,
that away.
Pretty much
learn from all the experiences.
Yeah, because I found like I don't know, man. Like I was into so many different sports and that. And I feel like the not easier opportunities, but more opportunities came about like adolescent age, like when I was about to become an adult, but I had my son when I was 18. So around that area is like around them times when everything was available, but it was already like, nah, but it's already time to be an adult now. I just assumed in it, like that's what you do. Because remember, like and thankfully so, but the generations before seemed to grow up pretty quick with the stuff that we're doing. So obviously now when I walk around and if I see kids in a school uniform, I can just look at them and go, "You look like kids in it." But while I was walking around, I just thought like I looked like a young man, bro. So I was just acting like that. You know what I mean? And once you act like that, you become that in it. And I was disciplined in loads of different things. And I don't know, that waiting period when you're good at something or you reach the height of something, the waiting around for me, I was just like, nah, I'm not waiting around, bro. Football's the only thing I would have waited around for, but that just went, that went to the shitter in it. So and to be fair, I started to find like the academy isn't that boring, like really boring. And I don't think I would I think if I became a footballer, I don't think I would enjoy football. I don't look like Ben White and that, bro. I feel like sometimes when you see the behind the scenes and stuff and you live it every day, it's not as fun. And I do like being a not this year, but I like being a football fan. I've enjoyed it my whole life. And every time I look at the players and I'm like, you can't really have what we have. It's a lot different to that. Yeah. And it sounds like, well, why would you want to be a footballer over that? No, I actually enjoy being a football fan, bro. Like I love it. And then there's been times when I've done something good, then I've got a job and I've just gone, I'll just do the job because you're supposed to. So I was doing MMA the same time as he lost his fight the other day, but Leon Edwards was in the same. We started the MMA gym on the same day, and I was thinking it the other day. I think he would have been better than me anyway. But I was thinking it the other day. We started on the same day, and he became UFC champion. And I couldn't believe when I saw him still going, because I think he started in like 2011, and I got my job at like Phones For You like 6 weeks after. I was like, nah, man, this is next dedication. You just carried on going the whole time, and you've only just got to where you wanted to get. I wouldn't have been able to do that. So when I see people, and one of my friends from school, boxer, he's got a championship match in a week. When I see it, I'm like, nah, I couldn't have waited that out. Football's probably the only thing I would have waited out. But it is what it is, man. Like like I said, I don't regret it. And to be fair, it's cliche and that, but around them times, I just wouldn't have my kid in it because I just wouldn't have met my son's mom. I would have been doing something completely different.
Yeah, that's the key factor as well, isn't it? Because that's what I think as well. If I chose to go down certain paths, and I wouldn't have had the two boys. And I was
going to take a scholarship in America for football. They call it soccer scholarship, and I would have went because what Zamir was talking about. I just wanted to go on the new unis, bro. I just wanted to be at frat parties and spring break, bro. And I was on it.
All right, Stifler, we get it, man. No, I didn't want that.
Because I didn't want that. When I have the conversation with my son, because he's talking about like moving to America, and when we're watching stuff, I'm like, nah, this looks even now that I'm older, it looks sick. I'll be watching like 21 Jump Street and that, bro. I'm like, nah, this looks cold, you know. But it is what it is, bro. It's whatever.
Do you know it was similar to before I met my missus and stuff? That same year, I was gonna go Norway for like 6 months.
Yeah.
It was to do
Norway, bro.
Yeah, it was
Football.
It wasn't like it was a job, but it's like a part-time job thing. It was just learning experience. It was to go and work on a campsite just for helping like young adults grow and stuff like that, and just help them build, like help them with CVs and help them like navigate through life and different experiences, different cultures. So there would be different people across the world would come in, and then they'll just learn off of each other kind of thing. And I was like, yo, that's mad interesting, because I looked it up and I was like, yo, the place is beautiful where we was gonna go. Everything's it was paid for and stuff like that. But then I was like, I don't know if I could just go for like 6 months. That was the only thing I was holding me back. Should I go for 6 months? And then I didn't bother. And then obviously I met my kids. So if I would have went, I probably wouldn't have met my missus and had the kids then.
I hear it. That's why I just tell my son to just do it. Every time my son mentions doing anything, now I'm like, yeah, do it, bro. Why not? Like, I ain't got time to be telling him to stop. I just say, why can't you do it? And if there's no answer why you can't do it, then fucking do it, innit? Bro, I don't care, bro.
Yeah. It's weird. I was literally talking to my mum about this earlier. We were saying, I think when you're younger, you probably carry a bit of pride. You're trying to find your place, and you find a little society or group and you fit in, and you think that's what you need to stick to. But as you get older, you just have so many like failures that ultimately you just get to a point where you're just like, fuck it. I'm just gonna take the opportunities that come my way. And I think if you can get that across to younger people, they'd experience so much more.
So much more. All the gap year and all that stuff that I never done. I'm like, yeah, go do that, bro. And why not? And if you end up broke in Thailand, then it's experience. End up broke over there.
Exactly. Everything can be recovered. Like, just go.
You do need somebody to, like you said, you do need, and it's not, I'm not dissing my parents and that. They just know what they know, innit? You do need somebody to say them kind of things to you, because I just didn't think any of that was available. But even if I heard it and people said, oh, these scholarships and all that, I'm just like, that's not really a thing. Like, I need my mom to gas me about it, like, yo, you should go, son, and blah, blah, blah. I don't, if the first thing your parent says to you when you is like, even slightly negative, like, well, how are you going to pay your bills over there? I'm like, what? Like straight away, I'm like, yeah, that's, because I haven't been paying bills yet because I'm a kid. So now you've said that to me, you just scared the shit out of me. And I'll be honest, bro. This sounds crazy, but I think I was too cool. I think I was too cool at that age, bro. And it didn't help me, bro. Help me on the roads and that. Help me in like health parties.
Yo,
and stuff.
wait.
Thinking I was too cool made me just want to be that feeling of like, like, oh, where's Savage? That's where the party is, and with the girls always. Now I'm thinking, I'm like, that's kind of dumb, bro. I had fun though. I did have fun. But,
Savage, in your what if moment, you class yourself as too cool, yeah?
I was too cool.
How would you class yourself, Enz and Cav? For me, I would say I was too reckless. Because you see the thing Savage is talking about when they're like, yo, you got to go to college. Yo, this is the way. Bro, I was way too reckless. I already know I'm too reckless. So I'm like, now I'm going to the military. They're like, yo, you dying. And I was like, you might die tomorrow. Like, my thing in that, bro, I was just too reckless. Way too. No one supported the military. And that alone made me do it. I'm like, all right, bet. None of y'all believe in me. Bet. I'm going to go do this. 1 foot coming back, it's calm. I'm good. So for my thing in that moment, too reckless. Savage said he was too cool. What was you guys' thing?
Maybe logical or precise, because I always thought, how many people am I competing against to get to this? And if I'm just like, the percentage is damn too low, I could probably do something else because I know my percentage is higher in that. So I'd probably choose to do that over the things I should have chosen to do. So
and when with bare logics in there and flat earth and counting stars and that.
When I shouldn't have really, I should have went, actually, just do it and see what happens. I was like, you already know the numbers, bro. I'm already in within it.
Numbers, bro.
I'm just like, if I did this, how long would it take? Similar to what Sav said, like, you would have to do it. Leon Edwards, it took him like 6 years, 7 years to get his first like championship fight. So
brother, I couldn't, but I'm telling you, bro, every time I saw him after that, just in the gym, I'll go on everything good and all that. I couldn't believe that he still was doing it, bro. And I rate him for it. But I'm like, how you had 2011, he won the title against Usman like 2 years ago, like a year and a half ago. I couldn't believe it, bro. But
No,
now,
but it's like an Olympian in that regards, though, Savage. You know what I mean? All that
yeah.
training for the little
And now I
4
see him.
years,
I'm
3 year
happy for him in
meeting.
that because his life story was different to mine, so he needed that still. But I just,
Yeah, so mine, yeah. I think mine just probably too logical, too precise. I just
What's
thought,
yours, Kev? Stage fright. Didn't want to
Um,
vocals at the concerts and that.
I think do you know, I think for a large part of my younger life growing up, because I was only raised by my mum and I had a younger brother, so a large portion of my life was just about stability, right? And I always had a goal in my head, and I say this to Carl all the time. As simple as it is, football was a bit of like an escapism for me, right? But we could never afford to pay for Sky Sports and these things. So I remember like when my mates, like I knew Liverpool was on, I'd be like trying to worm into my mates' house just so I could watch Liverpool and this and that. So from a very early age, and this and many other things, like one of my main focuses in life was always just to be, I had a set amount of money I needed to make each year. I wanted to buy my first home and I wanted to buy a TV with Sky Sports channels so I could watch Liverpool.
Right.
And that was always just a central focus for me. And anything else would have just been, I'm cool with whatever comes, right? And that's always been my sort of primary focus. And obviously I've steered off and I've experienced good things and bad things or everything else. But like, I remember when I got my first home and I sat down and I achieved it, I was like, I don't need anything more. Like, I'm so happy sat here right now. I can afford BT and Sky Sports and I can watch Liverpool every single game. Like, that's all I've wanted, right? A safe, secure home. No one can take away from me and I can do this. But I've kind of never got off the path. And I think when you say like, what's one of the what ifs ends, I don't think this will be the case, but I do often try and reflect and question, should I have got off the train a bit earlier? Because I'm experiencing things now in my life that none of my friends are around me. Like none of the people, like when I go to all the hospitality and I go to, you know, the Liverpool games and I go to all these things, I'm taking clients, I'm taking people that I get along with, but I've gone so quick than everybody else around me that suddenly I'm in a different bracket. When I talk about my life experiences and I talk about building a home and building these businesses and this and that, no one else in my friendship groups are doing the same thing because they're not there. So when I talk about like life experiences and this and that at the minute, I come from a different place now because I've got businesses with building sites with employees and all these kinds of things, and these guys are still just like, you know, doing well, but they work in head office at Next. You're like, it's different, and they're still my friends and we connect on many different levels, but I always have to have in the back of my mind that I'm in a different place to them. So when they're talking about, oh, I've got to fix the car and this and that, I don't have them worries. And I think that's never been me because my simple mind has always been stability, simple home, decent pay packet, and that's it. And now I probably question, for all these experiences, I hope I just don't look back and think, geez, yeah, but it's about the people around you as well and everything else and that. But to be fair, I'm working towards trying to find that balance where I can get it all back again, you know, because it's wonderful having, you know, the business and the house and everything else like that. But once you've got it all, it's kind of, I mean, we hear it all the time, but I've only experienced it in the past year, 2 years, where I'm just like, yeah, I'm like, I got comfy seats at Anfield watching Real Madrid, but I'd enjoy to do a post-match reaction with you guys chatting about it. And that's a crazy thing. It's a crazy,
I hear it, man.
crazy
I
thing.
hear that 100%, man. I tell you the ends about it all the time, bro. I really like value the journey of stuff all the time now. I don't even like. I'll have a goal towards something, but it's not that deep. It's not that deep for me, bro. As long as I enjoy what I'm doing to get there, because I'm always like, I feel like loads of people end up disappointed at the end of stuff, innit? Even if it's a little bit of disappointment. So I can't think like that, man. I don't even like when like nice day outs and that end, bro.
Yeah, bro. I like that. You're like, I'm going home now. He's like, oh,
yeah.
And it feels like things go really quick, innit? And then before you know it, you're like, bro, we went there like all that time ago. But I couldn't believe. I remember speaking to my son the other day and was like, said something about I was watching a Spurs game and it come up with like Mary J. Blige with 50 Cent on this thingy, and I was like, well, 50 Cent can't be a concert, bro. We just went to his concert, and someone was like, no, we didn't. That was like the year before like September or something like that. Not last year, the year before that. I was like, "Raw, there's no way.
Yeah.
There's no way, bro." But it happens, innit? So
we went yesterday, Sunday. I was so excited to just get up. Like, it's the first time that we've not been busy with the house and everything else. And I get up and it was bright and sunny outside. And I just wanted to go out and walk, like just go for a walk. And we got up and we just went for a walk. And I was thinking to myself, this is what I'm excited to do because I'm working so much. And it's been winter and everything else. And finally, it's nice weather. You can go out, can get my shorts back on and just go for a walk. And then it makes you think, if this what makes you happy is just going out and across some fields for a walk for an hour, why am I pulling in 12, 13, 14-hour days to do it? Because this makes you happy, and it really makes you question what
you'd still be happy though if you didn't have any have any like security behind you.
Well, this is the balance, isn't it? Because there comes the question then, if had I not have achieved the things that I am, would I be proud of myself, or would I feel fulfilled? Would I, I'm ambitious and driven either way. So would I just feel frustrated? And that's the offset, I guess. But at least I think it's at least good to have these conscious thoughts, because it just humbles you and it allows you to enjoy these things. But in answer to your question, Zabiru, I think from early I've always been a little bit amongst my peers are just that a bit wiser from early, and I don't know where it comes from, to be honest with you. But when everyone's out enjoying themselves and letting loose, I've always just been a little bit reserved, a little bit. I enjoy myself, I let loose and whatnot, but I've always been conscious of what's going on around me.
Could that come from the fact of exactly what you said earlier about you had a goal in terms of, I want to make sure I'm secure here because I've grew up without having that security, so I need to make sure that's locked down. So probably that's what you're thinking. Should I go out and spend money doing this, or I save that and something else?
I'd be
responsible, bro. I got his little brother in that to look after, and that, bro.
Everything. And I'd still be doing it, but in the back, there'd still be that thought in the back of my mind, like, I'm gonna get back home though. I'm gonna let loose. I'm gonna enjoy myself. All live here, but use lot that are plastered out on the stairs. I'm not going that step too far. I'm going to make sure I'm here till early hours of the morning, but I'm still getting home because I've got to wake up tomorrow and I'm gonna crack on.
You gotta be focused.
Whereas everybody else probably just that step bit more looser than me, and I think
I'm like a pattern in like, depending on what you're doing. Successful people, that's different success, but that's a pattern. Like, I listen to so many different things about like them kind of people, and it's exactly what you said. I heard Kevin Hart say the same thing. I heard Steve Jobs said the same thing before he died. It's just a pattern. It's the pattern, bro. Man have that thing in it, and it's normally like a trigger, even if you can't remember at the time. Because I think Kevin Hart was just like, "Nah, I've been broke before, and I ain't never going broke again." That's he said you can't let it go, bro. And obviously, all of us are looking like, you're not gonna go broke, bro. Like if you have that night out, you're not gonna go broke. But it's just something like, nah, I can't
the conscious,
do that.
You can't get over it, even with like 100 million. He's like, nah, I'm gonna go broke. You're like, no, you won't, bro. You'll be alright. It's like, nah. I gotta keep going. But yeah, you're right. In terms of trying to find that balance, Gav, hopefully you do get it, man, because that's one of the things we spoke about like ages ago. I remember we were speaking about like having a balance, and with all the success, you're like, yeah, it's lovely, but then when you look back, when when it's all said and done, you're like, was this journey worth it, kind of thing, or you know what I mean? And that's
we all seem to be pretty secure men, isn't it?
Yeah.
I find it strange. I find it quite strange. Like, I'm not used to it. Like, I'm not around people that often. I don't really like them. Like, people annoy me from little things, and I've always tried to not do I've been doing it lately. Like, I want to project myself onto these people, and they just live their life a certain way. So I just don't put myself around them, so I don't get annoyed. But everyone seems pretty secure. I'm probably too far secure, to be honest, bro. To the point.
Yeah, but the thing is, all of us here enjoy watching football, enjoy playing football, enjoy like reading, enjoy just going out for a walk, gym, enjoy like good weather, scenery and stuff. So, and none of that comes at a cost.
Like, you think that as a man you just end up reverting back to being a kid again? You think that's how
definitely. That's where it comes from. Once a man, twice a child, bro.
Yeah, because all the stuff that I enjoy now was me when I had. Okay, so depending on how your parents project stuff on you, like if they let you know that we're broke or the bills and all that stuff. But apart from that, if you don't know about the bills and it's not your job to pay them as a kid, then the bills ain't really my problem. and all the peace that I liked. I'm very happy being on my own, innit? I'm very secure being on my own. It doesn't bother me at all, bro. Which helps in my relationship with my missus and that, because it's like she knows that we're serious about each other and that, because we're both very comfortable just chilling on our own. So that means I want to spend the time with you, innit? And I wanted peace as a kid all the time. I wanted to watch football all the time. I wanted to play games all the time and chill. That's just me as a kid, brother. Now I'm just the same thing again. I'm just trying to get back to that with more money, and now I can not have to tell my mum to take my holiday. I can just do it myself. That's it.
Yeah.
Like a big kid.
Yeah, bro, I swear down.
Yeah.
I said that to someone today. That I am a big kid because I get to do what I want to do now, and as long as the family's cool, I'm just like, yeah, it's cool. I'll go for a walk. That's enough for me. I can go. Love going to the gym. Love going just to chill with friends. Even like just to add a bit of balance, extra balance. Like a couple of my close brethren I grew up with. Obviously, everyone's doing their own thing at the moment, but now we make sure twice a month we organize a night out, but not going out and clubbing or nothing. Go out, a nice little location, normally in like central London. We just chill, have something to eat, and then we just reminisce and out and chop up the week and whatever is going on with each other. We just kind of just, you know what I mean, lay it on the table and we have a discussion about it. And even that I found is even way better. I feel like there was something else missing, and that's now added to that level of like balance for me. Now I'm just like, yeah, I didn't even realize how much I missed these conversations.
Simple things, innit? You man saw how gassed I was when that Harry Potter game came out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. All I was got to do is just sit on my own and just zone out with my headphones in and that, with a cup of tea, blood, and just miss garlic and that. I wasn't interested in talking to anyone, bro. I'm so happy. Like, I went out with me and my missus in London the other day. Went to like Hamleys and it's fucking toy store, bro. But the Harry Potter section downstairs. I was just there for time, just looking at different things and that. Like, nah, you can leave me here still. Mrs. was creasing and that's like you used to the kid. I'm like, yeah, you don't know about like just being left in Toys R Us on your own, bro. No fool why you can't afford anything, bro. I don't care.
Leave me here.
Yeah,
That's the only
Toys R
difference
Us was the
now.
most exciting times. I
Oh
swear.
my god, bro.
Oh,
The kid will always be safe in Toys R Us because they don't even notice that you've gone anywhere, bro. They're just on like, and I like it, man. I don't think it's hard for people because life and it, but I don't think men and women, you don't want to lose that. You don't. I don't think you want to lose that in life, and that's when the fun disappears, bro. This is why I don't like the Premier League this season, because it reminds me of like just boring stuff. I need fun.
You know what's interesting about that Premier League point? When Liverpool was real stinky. I was in Jamaica, bro, and I used to hang with these two guys older than me, man. Both of them are here, probably about like an hour from me, bro. So to your point ends, bro, I'll pull up whether it's 9 a.m., bro. It's equivalent to Jamaica, bro. There's nothing going on in the mountains. So you wake up, you know, personal hygiene, breakfast, and you link with these men, bro, you ain't coming back till dinner time, fam. We're 3 grown men, bro. We're going missing. Man got his kids to pick up. We're freaking bro, playing dumb games. Like, yo, you got your daughter to pick up in 5 minutes. Doing like $160 on the highway to go get his daughter. Obviously, do the speed limit with the daughter. But bro, it's like one of the greatest times of my life, bro. When I look back on what we discussed, nothing. The amount of time we laughed or we crying, probably like 100 times, bro. So it's them little things. Like, it's like my mom even buy Rigi a plane, bro. Dope C-17 C-130 looking plane, bro. I'll put that up. Rigi can't use that, bro. I'm playing with that. No, that's my plane, bro. Nah, my mom bought it, bro. So I got dibs. I don't want it, then you can have it. That, bro, that's the energy, bro. I'm playing with that, bro. I be fucking lining that bitch and all of that, bro. That's my plane, bro. I never had that as a kid.
Happy Cav before, probably about 2 years ago, he was doing his Lego.
yeah, man. Yeah. Hey, every year Christmas. Yeah, my group.
Yeah,
Do you know what? Because we moved him so many times. Because moving from room to room, I've had to rebuild him about 10 times.
bro,
I'm alright with that.
Bro, you can't.
Come on,
It's the simple
come on,
things,
Chris,
bro.
put your finger.
It's the simple things, man. Yeah, man, it's cold.
No, but you know it's crazy because you say about the Lego thing. I remember like I sat there with like Roman building this Lego, this hut. It's like a little beachfront hut thing, yeah. And I promise, I was like, I can't be bothered, yeah. But as soon as I sat down and I started building it, was like, yo, nah, leave that piece. Don't move that.
Yeah, that's what happens, bro.
And that's me with the
happens, bro.
puzzles. That's me with the puzzles. Like,
Yeah, bro.
He put the puzzles together. I'm like, yo, don't be touching that.
Yeah, bro. I hear it because you know my son at 3 years old, bro. Colouring book and that. I was like, all right, then I'll help you with the colouring book. Man starts pulling out green for Batman. Batman don't wear green, bro. And my son's mom would be like, nah, just let him do it. I'm like, no. Batman don't wear green. Colour within the lines, bro.
Yeah, I'll confess. Yeah, Saturday, me and Rigi kicked off in the backyard, bro. Because I'm flying his sister. They both got 2 kites. I think he got the Spider-Man. Sister got the Elsa. But I'm flying the Elsa kite the whole time. I'm like, yo, this ain't a good look. Rigi about to come out here. He's gonna catch me flying the kite. I'm like, let me go get the Spider-Man one. Bro, I'm out there just trying to enjoy life, flying the kite. This man is like, yo, it's my kite. I'm like, bro, you can't even fly the kite. Let me fly the kite. Man is like, nah, let me fly the kite. Bro, out there. Big argument, bro. Man screaming, throwing tantrums, rolling around. I'm like, you get a flight. I'm like, my turn. You ain't flying, bro. 1 hour out there, bro. Me and a 2-year-old fighting over the kite.
That's such a big kid, bro. Just that's my kite.
Because the man can't fly the kite, bro. Let me fly the kite, bro. Man's like, nah. Man's giving me like the loose strings to hold, bro. He want to like take the lead. And I'm like, nah,
bro,
you hold the loose
when
strings.
they come out there, just watch me fly, bro. Don't worry about you flying.
That's true.
Crazy. Honestly, can I do a serious question? Sorry, Gav.
Go on. Yeah.
If like we laugh and joke around these things, yeah, but then you look, there's not many men that has that. Like, there's not many men right now that has what we just mentioned.
No, I know quite a few, to be fair.
Oh, fucking Allens, man. Jesus.
No, but
no, I know quite a few, man. Don't be doing that. Yeah,
you've started with that and then ended with the happy stuff, bro.
yeah, I've done it wrong, didn't I? I should have went with it. Yeah. No, my bad. I do have one to finish, a question to finish.
But Ends, I know, you know what it is, Ends, yeah. I can't speak for you, man, but everyone in my circle, bro, shouldn't have made it past 25. So we kind of definitely appreciate surviving. That makes sense. No, but it's one of the things that, like I said, man, where we come from, bro.
That 25 question from the last stream we did.
Yeah, no, like it's real talk, bro. Like it's like I make light of it. You know what I mean? Rest in peace to the ones that didn't make it in that. But no, it was definitely rough. So to come out on the other side of this, owning dogs in America, you know what owning dog is all about, Savage. Like, man from Jamaica ain't really on this. Like, yo, Zabir, are you telling me the dog is upstairs and downstairs, sleeping by the bed and that? like, so, are you telling me you're picking up poop? You're picking up dog poop? I'm like, yeah, bro, it's part of the whole, I got to clip the nails, I got to brush. Like, man, them can't wrap their head around that. So the few of us that do, we'll talk about the dogs like kids. Like, yo, Zabir, I don't think I can go through the potty training with the dog again. I'm like, yo, you know, we've never talked about potty training our kids the way we talk about the dog. So, like I said, for us that made it on this side ends, it's probably about 15 or 20 of us. We're all on this, bro. Like, this is the things we talk about. When we link up, bro, we'll laugh about, like, me and the Rigi thing for, like, 2 hours. And then he'll bring his, bro, like, we're clowning his son. His son played basketball for the first time and sprained his thumb. We just roasting the kid. Poor kid got a sprained thumb. Clowning him. Basketball is not in your DNA. We play football and cricket. Fuck you catching basketball for? Clown him. Man's just crying in the restaurant and that, bro, because he's trying to play basketball and sprained his thumb. Clown the kid, bro. Like some kids bullying the shit out of him. You know what I mean? But it's just, I know bare man on that, man. Like I said,
even though you know quite a few people, it's still a minority.
But what I'm trying to say, if I know 15, you man are gonna say you only know 4.
The way we just spoke, bro, I don't think most men are like this, bro.
Really?
Yeah, because I think the biggest problem men have is they're not honest, bro. Like, I really, and it's always like a I don't know, man, like a facade of how you need to act and stuff like that, innit?
Yeah.
You think it's the socials that switch the way some of them think and portray themselves?
I think it's a lot of things. Social's probably one of them. I think male role models is one of them as well. Because when whoever they look to, they're busy pretending and lying as well, instead of just being who they want to be. Yeah, I mean, I'm not talking about this like liberal thing when everyone that I express myself and dress like a butterfly. I'm not talking about that kind of stuff. I'm just like, you should just be able to be how you want to be. Like, loads of people act how they think they should be. which I understand because I think that's probably how everyone's gone through life, innit? You act
Yeah.
how you think you should be based on somebody else, and then people start to feel a bit depressed about it. And the reason why you're depressed about it is because it's not you, bro. It's just not you. And then that kids having to lie. I don't. You know, you've heard it before, man. I don't watch cartoons, but I'm a big man and all that.
Mm.
All right, you're odd. Why can't you watch it? Though? It's just on TV, isn't it? But man are making,
Wait,
yeah,
so
I
you
mean, or
say
women are like, oh, he's on the. I see women trying to shame men online all the time about like, oh, he's on the PlayStation again.
Wait, say that
Has
piece
he got his
again.
stuff-
You
has he
say
got his stuff
people
handled?
act the way they think they should be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like if society teaches a man he needs to be at this level by this time, so then your brethren won't like express the way that they actually feel because they feel like, rah, maybe I'm behind where you're at, or I'm behind
like
where I
behind the
should be.
curve because
So then, yeah, they don't.
Okay, I
You know what I
see
mean?
what you're
And that's why I said because like now with the guys I grew up with, that close knit group, because now we plan to go out each month a couple of times. Now I'm starting to see now I'm seeing them open up about certain things I didn't even know that they were going through, but they weren't sharing this.
Yeah.
Every time we're talking or texting, like it's like, you know, roses and rainbows. It's just everyone's enjoying, but now we get to sit down and really like open up. You can see that there's weight lifted off of everyone. Everyone's like, yeah, went through this, starting to think about this. What do you think about this? Oh, I really enjoyed this. And I'm like, Rod, I didn't know you enjoyed going and putting your toes in the dirt. And I'm like, Rod, you know what I mean? I go out and do my grounding now and then. But these are conversations they're like, no, I don't want to talk about this because maybe no one else is doing it. Because there's the way society's taught them, oh, you need to do this, that you need to be straight, you need to blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it's just...
Yeah, you should always troll the mandem because it's just mandem, innit? It's laughing
Yeah.
and that. But like, no one should ever feel like off the back of us laughing about something and everyone having a laugh is, I can't do this and that. Nah, blood. Like, be yourself and still have a laugh about it.
I'll tell
Yeah.
you that
Yo, you know what's funny? Did that, and I think I lost a friend over the weekend. No, last weekend. Man pull up, has money to buy a new car, refuse to get rid of this old car. Everywhere he goes, he has to jack it up. Something's leaking, he's changing something off. They know a mechanic, so he always waits till I get there. He's like, yo, I know you got this tool. Yeah, it's at the crib. I didn't come here to bust out tools, bro. I come here for laughs and Guinness, bro. Man's like, yeah, but yo, help me real quick, bro. I had to go change out this power steering fluid. I'm like, bro, I changed out your transmission mounts when you came to my crib. Now, yeah, my other boys' crib were changing. Bro, get rid of the car. We're clowning them, bro. I think he took it personally.
no, but it's a fact.
But that's-
we turned
But,
up.
but bro, he missed the entire moment. We're all there laughing and crying, and he's just under there fighting with this hose, bro. I fixed it in 5 minutes. We was there for 6 hours. He was under the car for 6 hours. I got upset and I was just like, bro, I'm sick and tired of you in this car, and I freaking just cut it out, fixed it in 5 minutes. He was like, yo, you could have did that all this time. And I'm like, bro, but I didn't come here for this, bro.
Can I
I
just
come here for laughs, man.
before you go, Cav? Yeah, I'll tell you a prime example. There's a guy that I know, not recently met, but know him for a little bit now. And obviously, I've been going to the gym quite a lot. So he came and I was like, yeah, routine wise, and I stretch after, and I'm talking about proper stretching. But because you have the mentality, it's like, nah, I can't be looking in some awkward positions trying to stretch. I'm like, yo, but we're here to build mobility, brother, and like core functions and that, bro. You have to stretch. Like, yeah, no man's looking sideways, and I'm just like, I can see that already. You ain't comfortable within yourself. Do you know what I mean? You have an idea of what, as men we should be raw. We shouldn't. I'm like, yeah, listen, bro, I'm stretching. So, but I could tell in it, I'm like, you're not comfortable yet. You're not in a zone where you're like, all right, I'm comfortable in myself. Yeah, sorry, Cav. What was you gonna say?
That's a sad thing, though, isn't it? Like,
Yeah,
because at some point in everybody's life, they just get to that fuck it stage where they're just like, you know what, I'm sick and tired of trying to just conform or whatever it is. I'm gonna just do me because this is what makes me happy. And the sooner you break, the better for people like
so
that.
much better, bro.
Yo, you gotta
People who
free
say your
yourself,
friends will
man.
be your friends, innit? They're the real ones, bro.
Yeah,
I
I
saw
mean,
some
the-
flamboyant you in London, bro. Walk past me and my miss and my son with like some mad rain jacket, but he looked a bit, you know what I mean? Looked a bit zesty in that, but he kind of looked cold, bro. I was like, yo, I can't lie, bro.
Nah, pattern that up, clean that
No,
up.
I don't care, bro. Like, I don't care, bro.
Nah,
He looked
clean that
at me
up. Clean that
because
up.
he was on a fashionista one, innit? So I knew that, like, Man was a little, yeah. But it looked cold,
He was
bruv,
just
'cause
comfortable in himself.
yeah, bro. Yo, when someone's like mad comfortable and
Bounce
don't
off
care, bro.
him,
He wasn't
Yeah,
doing
bro,
the
that aura is. It
yeah.
hits
He
different.
wasn't doing the box pass and I'm at shy and hopefully no one sees.
Nah.
Like
Yeah, nah.
he just was like on some yeah. I got the Dr. Martin boots on it, but they looks a bit mad, and I got the mascara on. I just said, yo, come look, come.
Nah, it's that aura. Yeah, nah,
My
the aura
Yeah,
call you
blood.
still. Yeah, the
You
aura
can't
makes
hate, bro. Like, obviously, man,
give
them
man a little, yup.
Bro, come on, man. Like, we laugh and joke online and that. I bun everything up and all that stuff, bro. I can't help it. It's funny. It's funny. It's jokes in it. But, bro, I'm just some people being happy, bro. Like, it doesn't bother me at all. Like, I'm one of them people that, even if I go to, like, you know, the bar where, like, a band comes in and then people start playing music, but I'm just chilling. Like, I'm not really on it. Bro, I love it, bro. Like, I just look at it, everyone just looks mad happy for, like, 2 hours, and I'm like, nah, this looks cold, bro. Like, everyone's just,
You know
whatever
Yeah.
problems they've got is still a problem when they get home. But right now, everyone looks mad happy. I'm like, yeah, this is sick, man. Like, I feel bad for the kids even more, bro, because they just don't know it. But that's why, like, my son just, I told you've known me long enough now. So when we all met each other, and my son was in school and I was in college, we always used to laugh about he's gonna meet them friends with the dirty Air Forces and all that, bro. And that's literally who his friends are, bro. And it's hilarious, bro. It's hilarious, and he doesn't do the no, I'm not gonna chill with them kind of guys because they're different to me. He don't give a shit, bro. I told you they have like meetings in Nando's every week, the League of Nations they call it, bro. Bro, I don't know what the fuck they're doing. It's like, yeah, we just meet up so we all have to address certain things and that. So what?
Certain things.
But they're having fun, and none of them give. Remember, they go performing art, college in it. So the half of the college is zesty in it, like man flamboyant and all that. Bro, I don't care, bro. In fact, I prefer my son to just be like meet like different people in it. When people are mad closed off to people, that's where people get prejudiced in it because they grow up not seeing this at all, and then all of a sudden it's like raw, like what's going on here? Yeah, man, just have fun, bro. If you're a good person, be a good person, and that the kids that are all shying. That's why the kids are all shanking each other and that, because they really just want to play football. They really just want to say to their friend like, "Yo, should we go out and ride a BMX and that?" But their friends who's 14 is like, "Nah, I'm a big man for riding BMXs." No, you're not.
14, bro, relax.
You know what I mean? It's crazy, bro. They're kids, man.
Do you know what? Every Wednesday, I play football, as you guys know. We only play 6-a-side in the cage. And I kid you not, right? Not all the time, but most of the time, you'll just see smiling faces for 90 minutes from fellas that are my age, 30, 31, up until about 38, 39, right? In our 30s. And some guys have had kids, some guys are married and whatnot. And that's the moment in the week where the lads are just together playing football. And I kid you not, right now, there's a handful of lads that when they're walking down to the cage, they see me, I'll see them walking down and they're just beaming with smile and they can't wait to get on the pitch. And we get giddy. We get giddy. Like, I don't know what we're laughing about, but we just love being here because we're about to play football and we'll just be bantering in between and this and that. And that proves to me that fellas we just want to enjoy ourselves, just hanging out together, play football or whatever it is. And that's all we want to do. And it takes for us to be in a environment or to be playing FIFA or to be playing football or something, just to let everything go and just fucking like laugh and joke and take the piss and all them kind of things. But why does it have to take something like that to free people up? Do you know what I mean? But it goes back to what you're saying, Sam. How often have we said it? All the younger men and kids that are, you know, fully blacked out, carrying whatever, walking around, just give them FIFA and say, look, you 10 lads, cool, I'll give you some money, I'll get you some food, go play FIFA, chill out for the rest of the week. You'll cut crime down by half. Because that's what they want to do.
That's what they want to do. They just want to be kids, bro. Yeah. And when I told you, when I went to that school, they were all like hard-faced kids when I got in there and that, bro. A couple of jokes and that turned into like little kids instantly, bro. That like instantly. Because it's like, bro, that's what they want, bro. I don't know, like, obviously, whatever influence they've got, it's a big thing in it. This is how it works and life's like that. So influences at home or online or on TV and stuff like that. But I'm right, man. Like, just, bro, random just want to have fun, bro. Fun and peace, bro. And that's why putting yourself around the right people is so important, because Otherwise, you're influenced by online. That it never used to be like that, innit? But now, if you don't put yourself around the right people, you're just influenced by what's on your phone, and then you see man doing mad. That's why they end up doing like weird pranks and all this business. And at the end of the day, it kind of sucks, man.
Do you know? Here's a question to you guys, and you're in the space a little bit more, but like with the success of people like Mr. Beast and Sidemen and like now TikTok's obviously blown up and people are doing YouTube off of TikTok and stuff. Do you think there's more of like a bit of a turn in that sort of societal norm? Because like I watch a few guys that I sort of discovered on TikTok, but they're just funny, and I just think they're funny. And now I watch them on YouTube and this and that, and they're growing and growing and growing. And I feel like I knew them at the start, but the start was still when they had like 100,000 views or whatever. But now they're quite big and they're making careers off of it and this and that. And I think characters like them, younger people will see, and they'll be like, okay, I'm influenced by that. And they're going out and they're just having fun with their mates. Like they've got a bit of money behind them to be able to do the shows and stuff. But
it's because
what they're doing is still quite simple. So I don't know if maybe the rise of those influencers will maybe influence things a bit.
I hope so even more. I think there is a term because they're all like in a nice possible way, but it's nerds that are cool in it.
Yeah.
So all the nerds that were hidden before in the dark and that like didn't want to talk about what they were doing. They're like, nah, because I'm the cool one now if I talk about it. Like Mr. Beast is a nerd, bro. Like all of the sidemen are nerd. Like it doesn't matter. I'm saying this in a nice way, but it sounds like I'm taking the piss. But it doesn't matter how cool they try to be. I went to the sidemen charity match, bro. Like there's nothing cool about any of them. It doesn't matter how they talk, how they dress. They're not cool, but they're cool. If that makes sense, innit? Yeah, I mean, but it's better like that. I think it's better. Even like I didn't really like how Speed was like 3 years ago and that because he was doing some weird stuff, and I'm like, I don't know, man. Now he's grown up a little bit more.
Yeah.
Because all he's doing is going to different countries, sharing in everyone's culture and having fun, bro. Like what's not to like about that, bro? He's not trying to harm people and stuff like that. So I'm like, yeah, this is cold. And I told before I know it, I'm 2 hours into a Speed stream, but I'm looking at my son like, what are we watching here? But maybe he's having fun. We're experiencing cultures through his stream and that. Other kids see that and they're like, yo, I want to be, instead of now wanting to be like whichever flipping lying hip hop artist before, like, oh, you're gonna all these lying hip hop artists that didn't do anything really. And instead of wanting to be like them, it's like, I want to be like this guy. And even like the UK drill scene, it's died out a little bit. And if you ask the kids, do you want to be like this driller, or do you want to be like Speed, or do you want to be like him or Mr. They're gonna pick Mr. Beast, and that they ain't trying to be like these guys and that, bro. You ever seen a dog get look happy in a drill? They never look happy, bro.
Just always mad.
I didn't even see anyone spend money in Top Boy. Not one person.
Not one guy. Yeah, they just had cars that they rented off the brethren, and that was it. Never really.
I think women are a big influence as well because they do influence men a lot, bro. You can't get away from it. Man, them love women in it, and you don't want to. If you get into a relationship and all that, you don't want to be with a woman who's on like. See, I was talking happy about doing happy stuff, and Cav's talking about you got a beam on your face and all, bro. You don't want to do that, and then you got a girl who's talking about, oh, stop that, it's embarrassing. Lock her off straight away.
Yeah, bro.
Lock her off straight away, bro.
You just, my session,
you just don't want to see me happy, bro. Like, what?
No, if I set up the cones, like, you got happy just setting up a drill? Yes, I did.
Bro, I could never phone my missus happy, and then she tries to come up, unless like, there's actually something wrong with her, and the reason why my mood's dropped is because I feel bad for her, something's happened. There ain't no way I'm phoning, there's nothing wrong, and then she's trying to bring my mood down when I'm clearly happy with the man then. Oh my god, bro! Like you crazy, bro. My missus has been sick, and if I'm out, she'll be like, "Yeah, have a good time. Put your phone away. Don't you'd have to mess with me and all that." I'm like, "Yeah, babe, I'm about to turn up, bro."
Right, I've got 3 questions left, lads. So I think what I'll do, just to save us a bit of time, I'm going to give each of you a question, and then you guys give the answer. I'm gonna give Cav this one. So I'll read out everyone. I'll give them. So Cav, I'll give you this one. How do you handle your anger? That's yours. Hold that one. Hold it. I'll give Sav this one. If you could receive closure from one person, who would it be? I'll give you that one. And then Zabiri, I'll give you this one. What have you learned about yourself in the past year?
You couldn't give me that one, bro, because I got an answer for the other one.
Unless Zabiri wants to swap with you, Zabiri.
Don't swap Zabiri.
Right. What?
Fuck's sake, bro. We look like the kind of person that needs closure.
All right. If you don't want to answer that one, then we'll leave that one. You both can answer the same
I mean,
one.
you can.
Okay,
Yeah, I'll swap with you. I'll swap with you.
Okay, cool.
Who wants to go first then?
Now, can we just Cav's anger? And knew what he was doing with that
question. It's probably getting worse. I'm not gonna lie. It's probably getting worse. I don't know. How do I address it? I'm a bit more. It's changed over years. I think I'm a bit more of somebody that needs to walk away. I used to be somebody that likes to communicate, likes to talk through and this and that, but probably a bit more of somebody that just needs space now. And I just need to remove myself, which is probably a regression, maybe. But I tend to find that I like to think I'm a good communicator, and I like to. I listen, and I come up with solutions. But what mainly angers me, and this happens quite often, is I'm an engineer. I'm trained to find solutions, whatever the situation, whatever the problem. I'm paid. My whole way of thinking is to find a solution. I'm not here for a conversation just to waste words, right? There's a problem. Let's talk it through. And let's find a solution. Or if the solution is just talking about it, cool. But there needs to be like a means to an end. And my frustration often comes when people just vent for the sake of venting, or people don't want to get anywhere. And so, and I often have a lot of people come to me through my sort of working life where they just present a problem, and I'm like, okay, like, all right, figure it out then, or whatever. And it gets under my skin. And I've sort of because my time is really stretched. I've recently found that I get angrier quicker because I'm just like, I don't have time to have this stupidness and this wasted words. So talk to me about solutions, don't talk to me about problems. And I find I get angry. So my solution has been to just remove myself. I just walk away. And I've never been that person. I must admit, I've never been that person. I've always had the time and the energy to communicate and work through, but now I'm just like, nah, fuck it, I can't. So
what if you can't walk away? What if it's a situation that's
would
like...
you reliving that in your head then when you said like I ain't got time for stupid things?
You can tell he was thinking about scenario this week or last week. Someone came to his son.
No, I tell you now, it's a daily occurrence. Someone I will say, like, I'll ask, you know, one of my colleagues, I say, can you get this for me? And I'm expecting them to come back and say, I've got it. But they don't. They come back and they say, oh, I couldn't get it because of this reason. I'm like, but did you try? Or what? You sent them an email? Yeah. Did you try call them? No. Well, why did it take me to tell you to call somebody to get an answer? Like, use your brain. Like, it's just that's
speak to them like that, bro.
I know, but it just gets under my skin, bro. Gets under my skin because I'm the person where the buck stops with me. If I don't have the answer, there ain't an answer, you know, or we're not doing it, or we're missing out, or we're losing, you know. So I'm struggle with people that can't get on that same trail of thought. Like, just stop bringing it to me, just bring me answers kind of thing. And I suppose that's what gets under my skin a lot recently. But I choose not to have the conversation, or I shut it down with a polite but, you know, closing response. Or if I can't do that, I just walk away. But I probably something I need to work on, to be honest with you, because I'm getting angrier as I get older, I think.
You're that bitter old man when you get older. Just get triggered. Everything that triggers it. Yo, don't walk on my grass. All right, sorry.
But on the flip side, I really like people that are open-minded, that are honest, that communicate, and you can work with. And I gravitate towards them positive, optimistic, open-minded people more. And I think just as I'm getting older, I'm sort of really gearing towards them people, working with them people, closer to them people, and I just have less and less time for people that are just like, just revel in the sort of problems and the fucking shit, really.
Blaming something else than actual taking responsibility in terms of like
Yeah,
on something else.
accountability is a big thing for me. I can work with anybody as long as we're all accountable for our actions.
I'm glad you got that off your chest, bro.
And what did
I
you
did
answer the same
feel like
question? Because your anger is not the best either.
What did you say, sir?
Why don't you answer the same question? Because your anger is not the best.
I don't know. I don't know if I have an exact way of dealing with it, but I'm similar to Cav in terms of I walk away and I do that anyway. But I don't know if there's anything new I do now. Maybe I just breathe a bit. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know because I get pissed off with stupidity as well, and I shouldn't get triggered too easily when I'm like, oh, there's nothing they could really do though. But I get triggered because I'm like, nah, you should just do something. I don't know. Like I don't know. I don't know how to deal with it, bro. If I'm being totally honest with you, I don't. I think probably my kids help massively with it because all I have to do is see their excited face or smiling or just being happy or something. Then whatever the anger is, it goes away. I don't know. It's like a miracle pill. So I'll give you an example. Like today, I told you one of my players got sent off for the weekend, right? So now I've got to fill in like loads of FA forms and then I've got like emails to the clubs and stuff like that and get the referee report. Just bullshit I don't need. So I'm getting pissed off and then Roman just jumped on me in bed and I forgot everything.
Yeah, God.
Yeah, I was like, raw, why was I mad? Like it's just mad. And he's just like, and then he just started talking in the demon voice.
Yeah, I don't know why he does that.
I was just like, bro, you're right. And then I forget everything. But I don't think I have a set way now. For me, I'd normally go for a walk. Like if I know I'm gonna get pissed off, I'll go for a walk. And then that walk could turn into a run or something, and then I'll come back, feel better.
That's good, man.
But I think the kids, my boys, man.
It's crazy how frustrated you can be, and then when time's passed or you've gone out or whatever it is, you've refocused on something else, and then you think about the situation again, how much you think, how less angry you are about something. Do you know what I mean? Like it's just crazy. Like in the moment, I can just think it's my world's falling apart, kind of thing, and then you go for a walk and come back, and then you're like, it's actually not that bad, is it?
We weren't even that deep. But your reaction was going to take it to a place that it shouldn't have gone. That's what I feel like. Yeah, because I feel like, I don't know you guys, but I feel like if I get angry to a point, I don't think that's good for anyone. I think I don't think it's like mentally and physically a good place for anyone, including myself. So I think like now, glad I got the boys. They control that a lot, and obviously my missus, but also the walks help massively, bro.
Yeah.
Don't the beer.
Wait, you man don't know the quote that says, "He who angers you conquers you."
No, I've never heard that.
Raw. Well, anger is not an emotion you should be expressing, man. So like you should be able to process it quickly so it can get to more disappointment or frustration. Like anger isn't a place no one needs to stay at. Because if someone can get you angry, they really control your emotion. Not really an emotion you want to give somebody the ability to turn on or off. Let them disappoint you. You know what I'm trying to say? But don't let them get you angry. Like angry, because not a lot of people think clearly when they're angry. You know what I'm trying to say? I mean, it's a beautiful thing having your son to be able to bring you back.
But I think clearly, bro, because I think of all the
No, I'm not saying you're not. I'm just saying, like, in the midst of the anger, bro, I mean, let's be honest, bro. I've seen knife just teleport into people's hand when they're angry. And man's like, yo, where the hell this knife come from? It's like,
That's why you're telling you not to do combat sport while you're angry, innit?
Bro, no, because, bro, I'm telling you, bro, self-control is obviously, Savage probably got this pattern up. I hope he do, but self-control is a massive thing. And anger is not really a beautiful place you want to stay in, bro. But for no one, bro. I mean, disappointed, great. I'd rather you be disappointed that your employee is slow or dumb or, you know what I'm trying to say, something didn't go your way, but to be angry, bro. Angry. Nah, bro. That's bro, it's not a great place, bro. Do you know how many weapons I have in this place, bro?
Yeah.
It's not a luxury I can't relish in that for 2 seconds. Bro, I have to process that quickly I'm really disappointed in you. I'm really disappointed you think this slow. I'm really disappointed you're acting this way, but I can't allow you to get me angry.
Gives you laser focus though, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Whoa! You're digging me up there, but let's switch the topics. So actually, I was struggling to find the question you asked, Savage, initially, but
It was about closure.
Yeah, but I think I there is two people, probably more so Sam Wilson.
Captain America.
Nah. I know you're gonna say. As soon as I said his name in my head, no, it's Paul Wilson. The other guy name was Sam Glasgow or something like that. So basically, it's two duns from UK, wherever over there, right? Human's place. I don't know if it's England specifically, but has the accent. So we're in Afghanistan on this military contract. When they brought me on, they wanted to get rid of these two guys because they weren't allowed to go on U.S. compounds. So on the base, there's a bunch of different compounds, special forces, regular compounds. You got the meal, all of that stuff. They can't allow a British man to go on these compounds because they're not U.S. citizen. It's kind of like the way the thing is. So they really needed a U.S. guy to be able to have access to all these compounds. So when they brought me on, they wanted to get rid of these guys, but these guys are so embedded in, they're looking after each other's back. You see what I'm trying to say? So they're not really, they've understand the whole politics of being over there and who to talk to and how to hold their slot. But headquarters over here is trying to get them up out of it. And them two men just dug in, bro, and they ended up like not renewing my contract. And he said it straight up. It was like, bro, if I renew your contract, I'm on the next plane out. If I deny your renewal, you're on the next plane out. And I'm only doing this because I got families to look after. The only reason I'd want more closure with them is, bro, they could have taught me that side of the business and the politics. So I never really gotten that opportunity to do that. So that's the type of closure I would need there, because that skill that I would have gotten from them as far as how to run that base is probably the only thing I don't have. Like, I know about running offshore rig. You see those Deepwater Horizon? Like, there's a maintenance engineering crew out there. I know how to lead that team. I know how to lead a team in TV, team at the factory, production, quality, servicing, sales. I don't know about that military contract side of things, what that politics look like. Because them two, they have the qualification, but the way they got stuck in, bro, they must be doing some next stuff, bro. You know what I mean? Just by the way they understand the business, who to talk to, who the right people are. I'm only assuming what they know and how they move. But that's where I would look for that type of closure, because that's how I am the way I am today. It's not even what I've studied and what I know. It's the people I've met and the gems they drop. So that's why every time I chat to you, man, I'll try to drop a gem on you, or I'll try to take a gem or two from you, man, because, yeah, that's how I'm the man I am. So for them too, man, I felt like they robbed me of that opportunity, because they know why I was there, and they didn't even give me anything to hold on to other than no hard feelings. It's just about family. Like, it's not even about the business. It's, I got family to look after. You probably got family as well, but I can't sign your thing because my family come first. So they did teach me that, but that's not something I need to teach them, bro. I've been know that, bro. That's the only reason I'm over it, because of my family. But they could have taught me so much more for the next contract, or, you know, whether I went half-com or something like that. In Africa, I could have run that compound, but that man didn't give your boy no jewels, fam. That man had all the cards to their chest. I'm just like, damn, man, it's kind of cold. They did your boy dirty, man.
Yes.
Was it what I learned in the last year? Was it?
Yeah. Let me make sure I get back to it. 1 second. We find it. Yeah. What have you learned about yourself in the past year?
I don't know, man. I think I leveled up a bit. I don't think I leveled up career-wise at all, bro. But like mentally, and that, I'm there, bro. I've reached a level.
But you have to have learned something to level up, though. You just
Yeah, that's what I said.
GB.
Mentally, I have not work, but mentally, I have, bro. I've reached a level of comfort, bro, that there's no turning back now. Like I don't know what to call it, bro. Whatever the Buddhists were doing, and that I reached that level of zen at my desk, bro. I'm cool, bro. Can't shake me now, bro. Unshakable, bro. Like it's over with. I just everything, bro. I just don't. I've always been. I've always said like I don't give a f. I don't care in it, which I meant at the time. But there's still a level of caring about certain things, of course, in it. But I think I've leveled up even more now. Like I really don't give a trivial stuff. Don't bother me at all anymore. Like
That's just peace, innit?
Yeah. So if I engage in like stuff like debates on it online or when we're doing football talk and that, like you lot know, but when the chat's like, "Oh, you're saying we're emotional, but you're getting angry," I'm just laughing like, "Oh, I'm not angry." But when ends presses like the stream's over, bro, we're just gonna go back to laughing about something. I'm not angry one bit. The piece is different, bro. I can't even get like, I don't even have the anger that I had over football anymore. Like it's gone. There's a slight disappointment. But that rage that I used to have over, I can't believe you fuckers just did this to us. I just don't have it, bro. Like the game finished the other day. Even, bro, I was just like, all right, yeah, miss it. Okay, let's get on my day. Let's go make a cup of tea, bro.
Crazy that is.
Used to ruin my weekend, bro.
That's crazy.
Like everything after that used to, can't do this now. I can't do that. Like if you had said jump online after that, I would have just done it, bro. Like before, I'm like, nah, because these men are going to scrap in the chat. Bro,
I know a certain man would have just cuddled the missus.
I'm not fussed in it, and I think like when you get like this, the first thing you want to do is to your friends and family who you speak to all the time. You want to kind of like give them the same thing in it. But I realized you can't, bro. So I had to learn that. I'm always like, yeah, just don't let that bother you. And I'll explain the reason why. But trying to tell somebody that when they don't have the same brain as you doesn't work in it. Like they're at a different level in their life to you, and that. Usually, like again, when my missus will like, she'll lose it with people sometimes, but like, especially like road rage, and I'm just like, bro, look, listen, that person doesn't even care anymore. That person doesn't even care anymore. One, they might not care anyway. You're still angry, like down the road, and that they don't care. You get me? I'm just one of them, and I'm always on like not like a like cheesy optimism, but I'm always just thinking like, nah, the other side to this is like, it's not that serious, bro. Or are you even gonna? My thing is that am I gonna care about this like in a month? Bro? If I'm not, then just end it and it like it's not that.
Even
serious.
in the daytime, bro. Would I care about this at the end of the day? Like no.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And everything I'd like, it's like inner questions in the split second all the time. And if the answer's always no, then there's not a reason to do anything. So if somebody like knocks into me, before I even get to react, sometimes like sometimes you'll be like, "Oh, sorry" or whatever, and that. Sometimes people are just rude. Then I'll just tell myself, "Oh,
wait, this is what you've learned this year."
And I'm like, if that person's just rude, what do you say, bro?
Is this what you learned this year, bro? Because you're
did you listen to the whole thing he said, bro? He's adding stuff as he's going, bro. You just taking that one part.
Nah, like I'm laughing because, bro, the man haven't said anything I didn't know from day one, bro.
Yeah, but it's all refined now. It's all refined. I
feel
like
okay. See, bro, I wrote that word down. That's why I'm laughing because you. Sound
you
like
can tell you like we can.
Man said he went from coarse cornmeal to refined cornmeal, bro. He's refined.
Yeah, I'm just like.
I was like, bro, you can't be refined and refiner, bro.
We've learned this. There's actually pros and cons to it, though. I spoke to Zabir about this not long ago in different terms and that. But when I get to the point like of not caring, it means that trivial stuff don't bother me, but then trivial stuff that I cared about don't bother me either. Which like kind of need to if I want to do something, or if I want to. Yeah, I mean, I'll do YouTube and that, bro. I'm just looking at his analytics. Like I don't. All right, I don't care. I don't give a damn, bro. For just make my video. Oh, it's happy, bro. You watch it now. Oh, that's your loss in it. Cause I had fun making the video, so I don't know what you want me to do. I don't know what you want me to do about it. And that, bro. Yeah, I mean, speaking to these like WWE sponsors and that, like, oh, you hit the target. I don't know, bro. You checking it? I didn't check the analytics, bro. Like, bro, it's what it is, man. Now, obviously, there's a point to like I need to get paid and stuff like that, so that's fine. But then even with like work I do, I chose to do it, didn't I? These are careers. All the careers that I chose to do them. I didn't fall into them or. I was struggling for money, so I chose to do this. I just chose to do them, so they're very easy for me to do anyway. I can record this and take. I like recording and making art with videos and editing it, so that doesn't bother me. Yeah, I mean, this don't bother me at all. And then PTing and that, like, yeah, man. If I can pick. I'm a good enough personal trainer to pick what clients I have. There was a point where like you had to just take what client you needed because you need to make money. And then you have to kind of like, I don't like lying in it. And you used to have to just, I have to keep this person because blah, blah, I need to get paid. But really, I just want to tell them, like, you're not, like, you're wasting my time, bro. Like, no, you are, bro. Like, I should be able to tell you, like, you're wasting my time. I'm doing all these good things for you. I'm more passionate about this than you are. And you're not going through with it. So how about, like, reluctantly, I'm going to refund you your money, what you gave me. You go on and find another personal trainer who'll deal with that. Because I'm not, I mean, the word of mouth and all that, I'm not gonna deal with it. That's just kind of thing. And the only thing I need to learn even more is just that I can't be more passionate about like other people's stuff than they are in it. And I'm getting better at that. And once that's done, I think I'm completely done, bro. Because at the moment, my son's a little bit different because he's my son and I want him to do well so much. So the discipline comes into it. And I'm like, if you want to do this, then I know you need to do this. Have you done it? Blah blah blah. Because there's different points to that. I don't want you to be broke. I don't want you to regret stuff, and then it's too late. I know that there's whatever you're doing, there's some other kid who's doing way better than you because he decided to pick up his script that day and do some self tapes and that, and you just wanted to sit down and be on Snapchat. So I try not to. He's still got to be a kid, so I still try and let him have his fun and that. But I just keep trying to remind him and stuff. But everything else now, being more passionate for people, I don't do it anymore. Like if I give somebody advice on YouTube and I don't take it, that's the last bit of advice I'm giving you, bro. Like it's fine. I don't hate you for it. Like before, it used to wind me up. I'm like, there's no way you're wasting my time, and you haven't implemented one thing. Or I'd make banners or stuff for people, and then they'll just never use them. I'm like, bro, why did you ask me then? Like I took my time out to do that. Now I'm like, nah. Everyone's got one chance for me, and then. Yeah, just move on, bro. It's not that serious, isn't it? Because as Cav said, I just want to go for a walk and just watch the dogs run around, bro. It's not. I'm on that, bro. So,
do you know what? I'm not saying this is your experience, Saf, and I'm only trying to put a different perspective on things, a different outlook on life. But quite often we talk about sort of growth and what we're going to gain and what we're going to learn and all these and that. But actually, sometimes there's a period of your life where it's just about optimizing what you've got. It's just about, I've got this. I don't necessarily want to learn anything new. I don't want to do something new. I'm quite happy doing what I'm doing now and just staying in that zone. Or I've got all these things. I'm just going to try doing something different with these things. I'm going to just, play around with this a bit different. Like I've got my house, but I'm not going to get another garage, but I'm going to tidy the one I've got because that makes me feel happy seeing it all tidy and neat and stuff. So I think sometimes there can be a lot of focus, a lot of influence, outside influence about growing, progress. But actually, I think the most important thing is just assess where you're at. And if you're happy with where you're at, enjoy that moment, and then when it changes, change with it,
I agree with that because there's pressure. Well, it's not their fault, but there's pressure outside world now because what you're talking about is how people market everything, can it? Everything needs to be better. You need to, and then when people say that and you ask them what's better, though, they don't know what the answer is. It's like I need to do this. So I think you're 100% right, man. And like I said, because I'm able to do certain things now, when I do choose to learn something, it's very like. It's not needed, but I want to do it because it looks like something that's fun and I can enjoy it. So I started doing my Spanish tutorials. I'm paying for it, but I just done it because I wanted to learn Spanish. But like, there's no other reason for it. I might never go to a Spanish country again. I just wanted to do it, bro, because it's fun. And then to get my piano out and I try to do that as well. Then that's what I like. That I'm always trying to strive to get to like peace, so I can do these other things and have fun doing it.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't work out. Like being a kid, you just move on to the next thing, innit? Like it's whatever. It's Lego didn't work out. I'll just move on to this, and it's one of them. I like just conquering stuff and moving on. There's not an actual reason behind doing half of the things I do apart from fun. But I guess maybe that's the problem. Having just fun is a reason, isn't it? But everyone acts like it's not. So
exactly. Yeah, it's a nice outlook. I think. What have you learned? Well. Learn to optimize what you've got. Get more out of what you already have or what you've already learned or something. That's a nice.
The thing you strive for. I tried to be like the important things in it. Try to be a better dad. Don't know how you're supposed to do that because there's not like an actual blueprint for it. So I guess just being a better person helps you be a better dad because whatever. And then all these things like me being calm means that my son doesn't have to have an angry dad, bro, and he never has. And like culturally as well, the way like people have been brought up, because the generations are so different. The generation removed from our generation, their parents were in the war in it, so that's how close it was. So they just know about putting bread and food on the water. That's all it is, isn't it? Food and water on the table, food and water on the table. Now it's like I said, I'm just like, nah, son, go do that, bro. Like, you have to think of these other things, but yeah, like, go do that. And I think it's I think it works out perfect, man.
Yeah,
try to be a better boyfriend, whatever that. I don't know, like she loves me. She's obsessed with me, bro. So I don't know what else I can do better, but I always try. You know what I mean? Sometimes like doing less makes me a better boyfriend, because sometimes I like to, and I'm always trying to find solutions, but then I realize like the women are still women, and sometimes they don't want your solution, but they just want you to listen and shut the fuck up. So I do. They don't want it, because I'll tell the truth, innit? I'm very logical, so don't tell me that this girl's a bitch, and then when you explain to me, I'm like, well, she's not a bitch, she just did this. Oh, mate, for her. Well, okay, I'll just shut my mouth and stick up for you then. That's what I learned from. So.
Yeah, you're in the right. You're in the right.
Yeah, exactly, man.
Oh shit! No, you know your jokes about you mentioned about the like driving, and your missus got the anger problem with driving. Same with mine. I'm like, do you know, like there's certain scenarios, like you get to this roundabout, and right, people normally like cut you up here. I normally go, right, instead of trying to engage in all of that, I'll just ease back, let them go and do the craziness, and I'll drive. She'll just go and engage in it and go, nah, I'm in the right. I'm like, why are you going to engage in this? And then you're getting angry. You're choosing to go to engage in it. You know, we have to go past this. I don't know. Let's say like 20 times in a year, because if we're going certain places in London, we've got to go this route.
Yeah.
And you know that 20, you're going to just go and engage for no reason, just to get angry. I'm like, why are you choosing to? I'm like, I'll just let everyone go, and I see them cut each other up. And I'm just like, you guys just need to just learn how to take this roundabout better.
You ever have that thing, you zoom out? You ever just zoom out of life? And
that's what I do, bro. That's what, and I just watch it.
I feel crazy sometimes. Like, if a place is like mad busy and I'm chilling while everyone's running around like crackheads, bro. I swear I feel like I've just zoomed out and I'm just like, what's these muggles doing, bro?
Yeah. Why are you running? Why is this guy running? You're like
yeah, like I'll be in Sainsbury's and someone will just lean over me. Like, they'll just like, somebody will throw their whole trolley in the middle of the thing so I can't move. Lean across me instead of saying excuse me. This person will knock into me. I hold the door for this woman. She won't say thank you. I'm watching this person lose their mind. This woman's cleaning up in Starbucks and she looks flustered. The manager's being a prick. This kid is running around like a crackhead, and the mum don't want to say anything. And I'm just there zoomed out like, rah, this is mad, man. When you actually look at us, like, no wonder like we can never find aliens with that, because if they're real, they'll just fuck this place.
That's actually interesting. That's the place you zoom out, bro. I usually zoom out when I'm like on a mountain on a cell phone tower. I'm the only one there, and I'm trying to like, yo. But that's what I'm trying to show Savage now, because Savage is like, yo, I'm somewhere where I'm the only human being there. My only thought is, yo, what does the aerial view from like a 2-3 mile radius look like?
Wait, well, hold on. You're up a cell tower.
No, I'm not on the tower, but I'm like by a tower, but the tower's on like a mountain.
Okay.
Bro, sometimes I'm the only human being within like a 5-mile radius. I'm just wondering what else is within that 5-mile radius. If that makes sense. Because oftentimes I'm at that tower, I'm freaking doing like push-ups or pull-ups off the tower.
Just murdered in the woods like 2 miles away.
but that's what I'm saying. But yo, ends. So that's what my zoom out look like. You see what I'm trying to say? So while Savage is in the thick of things, remember, I'm usually on like buildings as well, right? So I'm up on these skyscrapers and I'm looking down. People look like tents. So Savage could be the guy that zoomed out on the corner watching the chaos, but I'll be the guy actually from like that bird's eye view on the roof looking down and like, yo, these people are mad.
Yeah, bro, and every one of them people have their own problems, bro, and their own life.
But your zoom out, it's almost within the chaos, where mine is usually outside of the chaos. Like the closest I'll be is in my tinted car. It's parked for 3 hours, but I've been in the car for 3 hours listening to like a podcast, and I'll snap out the podcast and I'll pick up and I was like, yo, what the hell's going on here? No one knows I'm in the car. The car's been there for like 4 hours. I've been in the car for 4 hours. Probably even taking
my mind works in mysterious ways, man. I said to these like I said, bro, I'll just see random stuff in it. Like I can't believe that so many people have different faces in it, and it's throwing me off, bro.
Yeah, I
I don't know
hate
why.
when you said that, bro, because I can't
Because I don't know
unhear it.
what's like. I don't know what's
Yeah,
like.
but I can't unhear it, bro, because now, bro, it's mad. Now I go to my boy restaurant. His mom was like, yo, you know, I saw this chick and I saw her son. Son looked just like you. Now every head turned to me and I had to hit him with the Savages line.
Because there's
Yo,
not a lot of things on my
yo,
face.
we're running out of faces. People are like, what do you mean you're running out of face? I was trying to explain it like you. Didn't sound the way you explained
Okay,
it.
because if you
Running
get
out
Yo,
of
it
faces
sounded
is
like it
simulation, bro.
sounded like it's my kid. No, I'm trying
Yeah,
to hide
bro.
it.
If
But
you
I
get a
was
pair of Air
no,
Force
we're running out
Ones,
of faces.
if you get white Air Force Ones, yeah, there's only so many color combinations you can have before the Air Force Ones look the same as the other ones, bro. And there's more parts of an Air Force One than a human face, bro. So why does everybody look different, bro? Because it's 8 billion like registered people plus, but there's really probably about 14 billion, and they all, brother. Listen, I'm sorry, man. This is how
Running out of face,
I don't want
bro.
to think of this on my own, so I just have to share it so you lot can think of it.
Yeah, nah, you've definitely given me a burden, but I needed it.
I ain't trying to because the
Thursday.
last time Savage had me doing the madness, bro, wondering if these guys are simulated. Bro.
NPCs. That's a
I
real
go around the
crap.
corner and I'm like, yo, was he just standing
You
there?
ever
Was he
seen that?
doing that? No, like was he like frozen?
Yeah.
As soon as I walked
GTA
into the shop.
What is my man doing in the shop before you get to the shop, bro? I swear, bro. When you think about that's what I think about GTA. In GTA, is he serving someone before I get around the corner, or is he just not there? Is he just not rendered in on the thing? And I started thinking about
So
it.
he only renders in when you walked in.
This not, bruv, but the thing
His
is,
life doesn't exist till you walk in.
But
the
then,
point.
but then-
Because it has to render in, it means you'll never know, bruv.
No, but I
then
do know.
How many
Here's
people
why I
in the
know.
simulation though?
Nah, but here's why I know. Here's why I know. Every time, and this is why I stopped approaching girls because I used to just like attack everything, right? Like,
All right.
bro, I used to
We'll
be-
let him finish up on this. and
No,
then
no,
we'll
no,
be
no,
back.
no.
Go on, finish up.
It's not in bad. It's what snapped me out of the thing Savage is saying, bro. I used to approach people like they don't have a life, like they're not somebody's daughter, or you know what I'm trying to say. Because bro, there's too many people. That's the point Savage is saying.
All right.
You go in the store, the guy got a nephew, he got a niece, he got a whole bunch of stuff going on. For you to walk in there and think he's just in there just rendering in as soon as you come in. Hello, my friend, how can I help you? It's mad. Bro, the man got a whole story,
What?
34,
Why is he in
40
this, bro?
years. But no, I'm saying once I start looking at females with not a feminist approach, but just the respect approach, like, yo, this is somebody's daughter, somebody's cousin. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, this is an actual human being.
Are
Like,
they though? Because I don't know the lineage, so I don't know if they are. They're just pure
You know
program.
what, boys? I'll be honest. I'm gonna shut up here because it's just pissing me off that I can't. I'm never gonna find out if we're in a simulation ever.
No, take it one step further.
no, but
Savage.
Savage.
You know when Enz goes for a walk, right?
They
Yeah.
got your circle, bro.
Enz goes for a walk and he's out, you know, barefoot in the field and stuff. When
Why am I
Enz
barefoot?
stops, when he stops, he's gonna be like, "Ah, shit, these fuckers got background noise now. They got white noise."
Yeah, and that's the thing. 'Cause, Cav, what really bakes your noodle is: did Enz take his shoes off, or did the person controlling Enz's character take Enz's shoes off, bro?
So wait,
Because
so
you
Enz
know
only
Enz-
have footstep going
Yeah.
in one direction. It doesn't have it coming back.
You see what I'm saying? When I go into the 7-Eleven on GTA and I kill Bossman in the shop, I leave in it because I get 5 stars. Does he have a funeral, bro? You see, does his family get called? Does any- That's what I'm saying, bro. Because this could be happening to us in real life. Everyone says they go to a funeral, but guess what? The only person's funeral you know,
Naturally, in COVID,
no.
there wasn't a lot of funerals.
well, the only person's funeral you not know of is the people who have told you that there's a funeral. So that's just your level for that day, bro. But all the other people who have funerals, they might just fade away, bro. They might just render out.
Right.
Wait. Homie from the UK lied to me. Man said his missus died during COVID. He didn't
And
even
she-
get
and
to
she's still
bury, or no, he didn't get to bury her, say goodbye, nothing. They just
I don't
gave
know,
him
bro.
like,
I'm not trying to mess with you. Like, all I'm saying is on San Andreas, bro. If you kill somebody, the ambulance would come, and then the geezer would just get back up and live
Yeah, bro.
life.
I'm just reviving, bro. I put like a whole gun in. Yeah. But listen, you know the maddest one I heard is when you go, you don't say it. You just ask yourself a question. Who's the one asking the question without you speaking? So if you just ask, I don't know.
so it's like KRS-One was putting me onto that when he was like, yo, say the word respect. in your head. Don't say it out loud. Did you hear yourself say it? And then he asked the question, who said that just now? Because you didn't say it. I didn't.
Yeah, let
hear
you
you
know
say
that
it.
the voice in my head doesn't have my accent, bro. So I don't know if I should be worried, bro. But
Yeah, nah, Sam. We'll do that offline. But yeah, listen, you got to the man them as always.
Man said he doesn't have his accent. Nah, what's man speaking,
Bro. Big up.